Welcome in to the ring. This is like a little preview episode of this format that we've set up. We kind of had this ready to go months and months ago, and for various reasons it didn't end up going to air. So we brought it back here and we're using it to introduce this format for kind of future months. I'm here with Bro Bliterate. Hey, how you doing, bro?
Good, mate. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. And what do you remember about this? We're going to be doing the Prismatic Cup meta from Silpharina back in, like, what month was it?
October,
July. I thought it was earlier than October.
It might have been.
Yeah, it was late season. And so what are your memories of it?
I remember being stressed because this was my first time in the ring and I was very excited about it. So the nature of this is that you wanted the content early. So I was like quickly scrambling to make a team. Mm-hmm. And it was my first Sylph season. So it was a more complex meta, I think, than the previous metas because it had the color-based system. So you'd only pick one mon per color bracket. So it's quite a challenging meta to build for initially.
I don't think they've really done anything before or since with that kind of thing, like just grouping everything arbitrarily into a category and you just got to pick one from each of those categories.
I guess, well, the other ones similar, I guess, are the point-based systems, which are better. And then I guess I didn't play in regionals, I didn't make it, but that system where they had the region-based with the Kanto, Johto, etc. It's also limiting, I guess.
Yeah, it totally was. And
but this was the worst one, right?
Say again?
This was definitely the worst of that category, in my opinion.
Not for me, because I ended up doing very well. I actually brought this up recently on the GoCast podcast that I do a segment on every week, where this was the cup that I did so well in that it propelled me into the top 1,000 in the world. I beat someone who was at the time number 12 in the world and who went on to become one of the world finalists, who was Andrew Menyares. So very good for me.
Cool. That is pretty cool.
Yes. But I tend to have a thing where what everyone else hates, I like, and what everyone else likes, I hate.
Well, I mean, success definitely warps your opinion of things, right? Like, if it's everyone else having a bad month, but you're killing it, it's a great month.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
how that works.
So, for the format of the ring, it's basically, we get two battlers, they face off in a best of 5 in the current Sylph meta. Of course, for this one, it is not the current one. It is one that was quite a while ago, but moving forward, it will be whatever that Sylph meta is for that month. The winner stays on, takes on a new challenger, while the loser goes back into the queue. So look forward to seeing long runs of 5 wins in a row, seeing how many battles people can win in a row, and seeing whether they can make Spice teams work. Or we all love seeing Spice teams work, eh?
Yeah, definitely. And I think like I said, because you end up starting so early in the month, you end up building some spicy mons. I definitely built some mons for this that I didn't use in my real cup. Maybe I should have. I didn't do very well.
Okay, so what did you use for your regular cups? Do you remember?
My actual prismatic team? Let me look. I pulled up a meta snapshot. I didn't want to use Talonflame, so I tried to make Blaziken a thing, but I ended up caving using Talonflame. I love Hypno, and Hypno was the mon of this cup.
Yeah.
But I last minute decided that everybody, because Hypno was such a central figure, that everybody had 4 answers to it, and it was actually a bad choice. So I went with Dugong instead in that yellow slot. And Dugong was fine, but I think it was probably a mistake.
Okay, sure.
What else did I take? I probably took Noctowl. I think I took Noctowl. I don't remember. I think I used Lantern and Quagsire. I used both.
Oh, could you use both?
In different cups.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, so the reason I asked that is because, as it just so happens, Bro Bliterate is one of the first battlers here that we're going to be taking a look at. Whoa, I did not think that would pop up straight away. And it won't go away. Why is that not going away? Oh, what a great start, eh?
And they're off and...
Oh, that wasn't there a second ago. And now why is that going back and forth like that? Come on. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna stop this manually. Oh, there's always got to be something wrong, isn't there? And okay. Whew. So, these are the teams. Brobliterate on the right. Is that you at your wedding?
Yeah. Actually, no. I think it was me at my friend's wedding doing a speech.
Okay, nice. And you did run the Hypno, and you ran Lantern this time. Is there anything else here that you kind of didn't have in your regular cups?
Yeah, so I built Sudowoodo for this. I hadn't used Sudowoodo before. I really like the moveset though. Like, it's got the same charge moves as G-Fist, which are obviously good charge moves. And Counter is obviously the best fast move in the game. Doesn't work quite as well, I guess, without the fast energy generation that Mudshot has, but I really like the mod. It's cool.
Yeah, I believe I ran Sudowoodo myself, and I just love that Pokemon. It is such a funky design for a Pokemon, and so I was very keen to get some good use out of that.
Alright, I found my team. Alright, so I ended up using Quagsire, Talonflame, Dugong, Credilli, Alolan Raichu, and Drifloon. That was my...
Okay, I was okay, you used Raichu in your regular battles as well. That's that one was great at... Like, it didn't get the wins necessarily on its own, but it was great at burning shields to open it up for the rest of the team.
It was a very solid mod, definitely.
Yeah, like if Talonflame got sent in and your opponent didn't have shields, and that's just game over.
Yeah, definitely right.
On Stumpy's... Yeah, go on.
Talonflames were everywhere.
Yeah, I believe they were the most common Pokemon picked, apart from Hypno. I think Hypno might have been just ahead.
Maybe.
So, on Stumpy's side, we've got Lucario and Sunny Cherrim, which are two spicy picks. I believe Stumpy is known for just running with a spicy Pokemon and making it work. How do you see it playing against the team that you've picked here?
So that's a good question. Flygon's a very versatile mon. It's got Mudshot, I guess this was before Dragon Tail got buffed. I think it also has Dragon Breath, possibly?
It does not. It's Dragon Tail on Mudshot.
Okay. Probopass is a very RPS-y mon. You either beat it or you lose to it generally. There's not many neutral matchups. Lucario is very scary with the Shadow Ball Power Punch. I haven't really seen many Sunny Cherrims.
Anywhere, right?
I saw a few people are actually taking them this month instead of Roserade, which is interesting.
Ooh, okay. I'm interested in that. So you've got the Bullet Seed, which is getting to the Fire Weather Ball, the Dazzling Gleam, or the Solar Beam. What do you think Stumpy would want to have against your line?
I think the standard would be to have the Solar Beam. Having a Grass Pokemon that doesn't do grass damage isn't amazing. But in the current meta, I think certainly Dazzling Gleam, Weather Ball is
for those darks. Snorlax, usually a good safe swap, but Stumpy has the counter user in the Lucario there, and if you try and use that Snorlax as a safe swap and Stumpy sees that coming, then that's going to be a big problem for the Snorlax.
Definitely.
Lantern, obviously. Lantern's got good matchups here if it doesn't run into probably the Cherrim, and I guess Flygon's pretty good against it as well. Triple resisting the electric moves. But,
triple
Hyper
resisting.
Pump is going to hit.
And I mean, most Hypnos, I don't remember this cup specifically, but most Hypnos would run Thunder Punch, right? Like that's the standard move, which is, I guess it's only neutral versus Lantern.
Yeah,
so
and I think
Lantern, I think Hypno generally does pretty well.
Yeah, I believe Hypno beats Lantern with Thunder Punch in the one shield, if I remember rightly. I think with Ice Punch, it wasn't a win in the one shield. I'm really stretching the memory here.
Yeah, it's something like that. I know it's a relatively good matchup for Lantern, I think.
Okay, so preamble aside, who's your? Do you remember who wins? And if not, who's your prediction?
I remember who wins.
Okay, you remember. Okay, well then let's leave it at that. Let's go into the battles. Battle number 1, which you did see a preview of. Actually, no, that didn't seem to be battle number 1. That was another one. Okay, so we've got the Flygon versus the Sudowoodo, which is a good start for the Flygon because those rock slides are going to be resisted by the ground typing of the Flygon. Now we get that situation that we called the Snorlax safe switch versus the Lucario counter, and that is not a good start.
No, and you can see I failed a sack swap there trying to catch the Dragon Claw, and I've run into a brick wall here. That is Lucario. But I'm going to get a super power off here, which if he doesn't shield will do big damage, and if he does shield, at least it reduces my defense, so will reduce the amount of farm he's getting before I go down. He does shield, sadly, so looks like I wouldn't bring Sudowoodo into a Lucario. I don't think that's powered up, so Drifblim is a great answer. Triple resisting those counters. Just have to watch out for that Shadow Ball.
Yeah, unfortunately, has to respect it. I would love to be able to try and keep those shields to try and maybe make a last stand in the back, but has to respect that Shadow Ball that he knows is coming. So, triple resisting the power-up punches, even though they are buffed. Now an Icy Wind will be enough to KO, and looks like Stumpy's finally had enough with the Lucario, and so is saying, good job, bud. You can go back, take a rest, hit the showers, and now out comes, wow, another hard counter in the Probopass, and now, yeah, so this is just hard counter city now. Stumpy has the game in his clutches. The Probopass is going to have fun with the Drifblim, and the Flygon is going to have plenty of fun with the Sudowoodo. Now, Pseudo not shielding the first one, has one shield left, surely going to see the second shield. We do see that second shield, and now the Flygon running Stone Edge, not Earth Power, so I don't think a Dragon Claw KOs. Stone Edge probably will. We do get the second shield from the Rock Slide, and now here comes the Dragon Claw from Flygon.
Yeah, it was a bit of a silly bait in hindsight, but I guess pretty far behind. I need to make something work. If I got lucky with that first catch and switch timers were desynced, maybe I had a bit more play in this matchup, but it's looking pretty grim from this point, getting farmed down by that Flygon.
Yeah, and you can see this Stone Edge is coming now. This is going to absolutely put the stamp on the end of this battle.
Yeah, and I think my sort of win con at that point was basically him not having Stone Edge and getting a big farm up, and then like, probably 2 Shadow Balls, I guess, on the Probopass.
Yeah, you do need a second one. In fact, I'm not even entirely sure 2 would be enough. I think you might have needed 2 plus like a bit of extra farm or an Icy Wind or something like that. Yeah, it's a very tanky Pokemon.
So it was a pretty grim game 1. I just got absolutely trounced, hard counted the whole way through. So hopefully I can find a better lineup for game 2.
Okay, so do you see yourself using the Snorlax again as a safe swap, or do you go somewhere else?
I think so. The cool thing about this setup actually is with 5 matches instead of 3 matches. If I remember correctly, I basically use all of my Pokemon because, there's a lot more. I don't know. There's less pressure on the second match. I think definitely after I lost, right? But and Snorlax and Hypno form a really good core in this meta from memory. So having those 2 together is often a good strategy. I did employ that game, so it'd be interesting to see where I do for game 2.
Yeah, so and I think Hypno will be a much better safe swap. So maybe if you have Snorlax as like a closer, or maybe even a lead, that might help you in that second battle. Let's check it out. Battle number 2, and we have Probopass and Snorlax. Much better for the Snorlax, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, you called it, right? I'm using it as a lead. And what do I got in the back? So same lineup I've got. He's changed up one mon, but obviously it looks like the matchup's better for me. This won't do heaps of Snorlax. Pretty bulky mon, obviously. Yeah, like 25% maybe. I think I'd just farm up for a double superpower. Hope he doesn't try and catch it on the Hypno.
Do you consider going for the Body Slam bait here? I've seen a lot of people try and do that in like Ultra League. No, it looks like you're going straight for the superpower. Just going back-to-back supers.
Bad bait.
Yeah, nah, fair enough. So the first one is going through. So either Stumpy was happy to let that Probopass go, or expected you to try and bait with the Body Slam.
Yeah, and so I've switched out to preserve that Snorlax. He's still got energy left. And we've got Hypno versus Sudowoodo. Straight for the Shadow Ball. Ooh.
Oh, it looks like you're not shielding. Oh no! Oh, this is big.
Oh, that did less than I expected.
Yeah, so now let's see how much this Earthquake does. It still won't really punish the Hypno. So the Hypno will be able to farm down from there. Just a couple more confusions. Oh, just one more confusion even. And now it's in a pretty good position.
Yeah. So I've got two good options here. Drifblim obviously very good versus Hypno, but I also could potentially Lick and Body Slam here, which looks like what I'm going for. And he's not shielding it.
Wow.
Ooh, okay. Will this KO? It'll be close, I think.
Probably expects the Drifblim in the back, maybe?
Oh, and he saved it on 1 HP. Okay.
Wow, okay, so now this, I mean, it's interesting to see if Stumpy does expect the Drifblim in the back, because he's going to need those shields.
Shielding it!
Wow. Wow, that's big.
Mate. Oh my gosh.
And so now with 2 shields, I mean, Stumpy needs to land a Stone Edge, but you've got 2 shields, and surely you are using some now. Or are you? Are you? Really?
Extreme call. Definitely
what?
Not.
Oh, what a call! Oh, that is insane! Okay, so now he's just given up on Stone Edge, and he's just going straight to Dragon Claw here. And now we finally get the shield from Brobliterate. Which is tough to say fast. You've built up a little bit extra. You're halfway towards the second Icy Wind. And now Stumpy is trying to protect that Flygon. Feels like he needs it to take out the rest of that Snorlax, which is only like 1 mud shot away, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I was thinking that I was just gonna farm down. I'm surprised I'm actually throwing charge moves, to be honest.
So, using that last shield. Are you gonna get there? Wow, gets that farm down. And takes out the rest of that Flygon. The Thunder Punch.
I left the game. I forgot the Hypno was there. I thought it was over.
I was wondering what happened there.
Yeah. I was like, oh crap.
But one more Hex will do it.
Like, worried for a second.
Yeah. Wow. You absolutely worried me there. But you did take out the win. You got there. So that is 1 apiece in this best of 5. Very lucky. Shout out to some of these guys that have joined us for this kind of episode 0. Otto, Kaitsuki, Flash, Lily Bear, and Reviews from the Tub is here as well. Go check out Reviews from the Tub on YouTube. He's a pretty popular guy. He has a few followers on that channel. Reviews from the Tub. So now we've seen some success with the Snorlax lead. Do you stick with that, or do you change it up, kind of expecting Stumpy to try the Lucario lead?
I can't remember what I did, to be honest. I know I've got double fighter there. I've got the Sudowoodo Blaziken, so I might be doing some kind of double counter line at some point. I feel like that rings true to me. Mm-hmm. I know that from what I remember, Flygon was a concern. So I think I'm heavily weighting my teams to be able to deal with the Flygon.
Yeah, that Flygon is a real big threat, real big shield pressure threat. The Stone Edge was pretty much Well, I was going to say it was the perfect move to bring, but that's not necessarily true. Like, you prefer Earth Power against the Lantern, for example. An Earth Power would one-shot a Sudowoodo, but that Stone Edge against the Drifblim really, really coming in handy.
Yeah, and you've got to remember that this was a Talonflame meta, so I think Stone Edge was the recommended move at the time, from memory.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so we are 1 apiece. Best of 5. First to 3 moves on. Here is battle number 3, and it is the Hypno versus the Drifblim. Now, in the lead matchup, the Drifblim should have the upper hand here, and Stumpy knows it, so bringing out the Flygon, looking to apply that shield pressure, but the Icy Winds will apply even more shield pressure than what the Flygon can. So not a good start for Stumpy, having to already be on the back foot with those shields, and trying to go for the bait first up. Did he even charge up to a Stone Edge?
It didn't feel like it. I wonder if I shield. Yeah, Icy Wind debuff, no need to shield. And what have I got? Hypno coming in
with
and
Ice Punch.
Hypno has Ice Punch. Yeah, this was back when I had lots of charge TMs and had the right punch every time.
So now we're going another Dragon Claw. Now Hypno doesn't need to shield because it can survive Stone Edge as well quite comfortably and get off a move. So the Flygon's already used one shield. It'll be very unwilling to use the second one. So one Ice Punch will finish the job here. Dragon Claw still not doing anything. Still haven't used a shield on Brobliterate's side. We got charge up to 2 Ice Punches, but the Flygon does manage to get off Dragon Claw first. So still not shielding.
So spammy.
Yeah, it is.
It was too slow. Lost CMP here, sadly.
But that's fine because... Oh, look at this undercharge. I mean, I don't think that's going to do anything. Yeah, still manages to take out an entire Flygon. Alright, so now we've got the Probopass is back in the house. We had the Drifblim on Bro's side first. I didn't see what was in the back. Did you catch what you had in the back?
It might be the Sudowoodo. Yeah, it looks like the Sudowoodo.
So perfect.
Wow, that Shadow Ball does nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter at this point because now you can just let this Hypno go down. The Probopass is trying to build up as much energy as possible, but I believe if I saw that right, it was running Rock Slide and Thunderbolt. So it's gonna take probably a couple of charge moves to take out a Sudowoodo, maybe even a little bit more than a couple. So the Pseudo does have the upper hand easily here. Just a couple of counters will finish this thing off, and then Drifblim is in the back to take out the opposing Hypno with a shield advantage as well. So bro, I think you've got this very handily.
It looks good, but those confusions are chunky. I am not 100% sure that that Hypno can't just farm me down.
That is a good point. Okay, withdrawn. I didn't realize how low HP the Drifblim was at. So now it's a race, I guess. You got to try and get to another move. They're trying to confusion you down. Can you get to a Shadow Ball? Do you pull out first and go to the Icy Wind? Looks like they do go for the Thunder Punch.
Oof. I think I was at the Icy Wind. I got a shield.
Looks like you have to go the Icy Wind here. You can't afford to go for another Shadow Ball because one more confusion was going to take you out. So, okay. Now it comes down to what? Sudowoodo in the back. It has got all the health.
It's got health. And I guess Hypno's not going to get to a... Oh, maybe it could get to Shadow Ball.
But it's also been Icy Winded a couple of times.
That's probably the wrong call, I reckon. He should have stayed in that Hypno.
Do you think?
Yeah, because it's like resisting the counters, whereas I'm just going to farm this down and now I'm going to have enough energy to take out that. Whereas if the Hypno had stayed in, done a few more confusions, gotten a Thunder Punch off, maybe there was play there with the Rock Slide in the back.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think probably they were on their way to a loss anyway. I can't believe you got up to an Earthquake there as well, just to really hammer that win home. And that is 2 wins to Bro.
Never underestimate how bulky a Hypno is. Throw the big move.
Yeah, for real. Okay, so now.
Although I think my Hypno did just win CMP, so flex, I guess.
Against a Sudowoodo is surprising. I feel.
It was a Probopass. My Hypno won CMP.
My bad. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So that did come a lot closer than I felt like it should have been. But you did
all the
manage
games
to
have been
find
pretty
a win.
close. Well, I've had 2 close wins and then got absolutely shellacked in that first game. So sitting 2-1, but we've got 2 more games in this 3-win, 5-game format.
Also, thank you for the follow, Titles K. Lewis. I'm sorry for mispronouncing that name, but thank you for the follow anyway. Let's get into battle number 4, and it is... Ooh, this is interesting. Do you know who wins this one, bro?
Well,
not you. Oh, and they did bring the Lucario. Wow, so they...
Oh, no.
This is amazing calls from Stumpy, how they did not bring the Lucario in battles 2 or 3, and they bring it in battle 4, and that's when you've decided to go back to the safe switch Snorlax.
Actually, no, I had the Snorlax in the lead on game 2, I think. But
Yeah.
I got the superpower off. Is he going to shield?
Wow! Letting that go, that is a big
Dude.
let off.
Get out of here,
Huge let off.
Never heard of you.
Oh, Lucario did not know what hit it. It's trying to find out the license plate of that truck. So now this Snorlax can just do whatever residual damage it can before it goes down. Obviously we've seen this time and time again. The Flygon does not want to really go up against the Hypno or the Drifblim, but it's got the tools to hit the Drifblim at least. So you're in a good position.
Yeah, yep. So I've got the Hypno there, and hopefully, I'm guessing that I was worried about the Pro Pass, so I brought the Blaziken instead of the Pseudo this game. We'll see whether it's in the back.
Yeah, and you're expecting the Probo in the lead as well, interestingly.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we got the Probo, and there's the Blaziken. Blaziken can just do its work. I think it should be able to survive a Rock Slide as well, but you do not take the risk. You bring up the shield, and I totally respect that decision, because now you can just farm away until you grow corn. But you don't. You throw out the charge move, and now Stumpy has used his second shield. So interesting, trying to win that switch advantage back, I guess, just hoping that a Rock Slide will do the job against the Blaziken. I just don't think it does, bro.
Yeah, well, it's neutral, right, with the fire and fighting. Interesting to see. I don't remember. Squishymon, Bulkymon, yeah, no, it doesn't do it.
So you've got Stumpy has a shield in hand at the moment. You do get off a blast burn.
just cause. This is actually, in hindsight, is a mistake, because this is giving away information, right? He didn't know what the second move on that Blaziken was.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter, because you won your third battle of the set.
That's true. That's the third one.
So yeah, you are the champion of this set.
I remember talking to him after the game, and he miscounted the licks. He didn't think I was even at the superpower, so that's why he didn't respect it.
And that's so easy to do. Like, 1 turn fast moves are just ridiculous to try and count.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt bad for him, but not that bad because I won. So.
Yeah, I feel that all the time. Like, yeah, look, I'm sorry, but also, yes. All right, now I actually, because this was all set up so long ago, I don't know if we've got a Battle 5 here. If we do, let's just check it out. We do, and this is where Stumpy decides, well, I've lost the set, so why don't we just throw out a mon that we haven't seen yet in the Talonflame? So the Talonflame is gonna want to watch out for a Shadow Ball, but it will survive. It obviously, we know what kind of damage it does with that combination of Flame Charge and Brave Bird. It is going for the bait first, so it's only going to take two more Incinerates to get to the next Flame Charge, and I believe it also threw an extra one as well, so only 1 more to go.
That's right.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking for a long time there. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow, what a catch! Oh, look at that!
I caught the Brave Bird, the boosted Brave Bird, but Lantern don't care.
Yeah, Lantern don't care at all, and that is amazing that Stumpy brought the Talonflame, and you're like, oh, well, yeah, I might as well just bring the Lantern, because surely he's going to be bringing a Talonflame into this battle, right?
That's right, that's obviously right. I wanted to get all my mons out, and so I decided to throw a triple resisted Thunder Bomb there. Didn't even farm up enough. Oh, debate. Wow.
Alright, so Dragonclaw is all that is needed by the Flygon, and it does have extra energy here. Dragonclaw can take out the Driplim, but did the Driplim have the HP? So the energy, it did. Unfortunately, a bit of an overtap there, and Stumpy opting to shield this Icy Wind so that he can get off his Dragonclaw to finish off the Driplim.
Yeah, it would have been nice to preserve that Driplim for a sack spot, but anyway, I've got...
Ooh.
Oh, what am I
Maybe
doing?
you do. Do you switch out here?
That's...
Oh, interesting play. Okay, so maybe your thought was you knew he had another Dragonclaw, so maybe you wanted him to burn that energy before bringing in Snorlax?
Yeah, maybe.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Clever of me. Well, I knew that, like, with seeing the Talonflame on the lead, I had to let the Lantern go. He was obviously going to have good Lantern coverage in the back, because you can't bring Talonflame without preparing for that Lantern in my team. So, got rid of that, and let's see what I can do against this Flygon. I don't think this Body Slam KOs.
But it should get the Flygon into farmable range. Dragonclaw is obviously not going to really worry the Snorlax. You can keep that shield for what's in the back, which you do.
Yeah. I don't wonder if there's a winnable matchup. Oh, he's still got three. He's still got all three mons. No, I'm very done.
You do have a shield, but you've only got like a 20th of a Snorlax.
Saving it for next game.
Yeah. So, Stumpy does manage to get that 5th one back. So, Brobliterate wins that set 3-2 and moves on against the next opponent.
Yeah, and gives me a chance to change up my team as well. So I'll be interested to see what I transition to, because I know that I change things up.
Okay, I was wondering. I haven't looked ahead. I am almost certain that when I change this scene over, we're gonna see a battle already up. So I am hoping that is not the case. Ah, darn it. No.
It looks like we've got a... Oh, no?
And it's not going away either.
Oh, and I switched sides.
I need to work that out. Yes, yeah, you're the champion in this one. Alright.
Is this showing another battle? This is like the next battle.
This is
Spoilers.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh man.
Look away, just listen to our exasperated panic instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work out why that happens, because this happened, we did a Specialist Cup exhibition a couple of weeks ago with that one darn guy, and this happened then as well, where we would change over a scene and the battle would already start playing. That's gotta stop. So I'm gonna try and work that out by next month, but that is definitely a me problem. No, not you. You don't have to worry about it. You just call the battles.
Alright, so it looks like I've kept 4 of the same ones, but I've changed 2 out. So...
Rainy Castle and Shiftry.
Shiftry is Bay. I have like a rank 3 Shiftry that I had from like March, which is my first cup. So I always run Shiftry when I can. I even ran it this month for a practice tournament, and I had looked it out. It was ranked 101st out of 179 mods.
And how did it go? Did you like it? Or
No, I didn't keep it.
No.
I managed to lose to an Alolan Graveler with it, which was sad.
Wow, a grass Pokemon that loses to a rock Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, without shields, but I had a shield disadvantage I lost. But I did have one game where I just swept their whole team with it. So,
oh, wow.
You know, when it works, it works.
So it's like, I've been a big advocate for Golurk in this meta, and that's the same kind of thing where if you do win, it wins hard, but if you don't win, it's pretty ugly.
Yeah, definitely. And I was looking, I played my first Colossal games yesterday, and I've got Golurk as well. And I played against somebody with Mandibuzz and Umbreon. And I was a bit worried, but I had a look. Like a dynamic punch from Golurk into zero shields does like 50% to Umbreon, so that's not terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty darn good. I mean, you'll never get up to 2 dynamic punches worth of energy, but it's nice to know. But moving on to this meta, the Prismatic meta, and Lilybear 26 is the challenger coming up against Bro, and she's running a bit spicier a team.
Definitely.
Got Dragonite, which is a fantastic lead, I find, which is like Raichu we mentioned before. It helps you to burn those shields quickly to open up the back to the rest of the team. We've got the Celio, which is a nice bulky Pokemon, and it's also very spammy. Ferrothorn, interesting coverage. Got to really worry about the Talonflame, but can absolutely murder a Quagsire and a Lantern. So a really nice pick if you can avoid the Talonflame.
I don't have a Talonflame for her to avoid, so...
I mean, you've got something almost as good in the Blaziken.
It's true.
Yeah, but then, like, the Rainy Castform has to worry about the Ferrothorn just as much as what the Lantern and Quagsire would do. So it's really kind of... It's a zero-sum there.
Yeah.
Alright, now, what do you think Lilybear should do here against your team? Look, sizing these two teams up, what do you think Lilybear's leading with, using as a safe swap?
Celio is generally a good safe swap. Obviously doesn't want to see Blaziken, but other than that, I don't know it's particularly afraid. Shiftry probably beats it, but doesn't want to see it really either with the Ice Shard damage. So Ice Shard or...
Yeah, it's Powder Snow.
Powder Snow, yeah.
Yeah, which still adds up, and then that Body Slam as well. I think it's like, it's just 2 Body Slams to take out a Shiftry, plus the Powder Snows in between. I may be wrong on that, so if someone wants to look that up and correct me, feel free to.
We've both gone for the Hypno Snorlax cores, and it's just generally a good core. Mm-hmm. And her team looks pretty bulky. Other than the Dragonite, everything there is pretty thick.
Yeah, that's a good point. Sunny Castform as well is a pretty thick Pokemon. Very consistent as well. Just like the Rainy Castform on your side, both very consistent. They're bulky enough to just allow the Water Gun / Ember to add up over time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I built this Rainy Castform. I just built it, so I've never used it. And I'm almost certain I've never seen a Sunny Castform in a battle either.
Okay, let's see how you go against it. The only thing you're super worried about with the Sunny Castform is, of course, the Shiftry. Let's see how you end up going. This is battle number 1, and wow, you caught that lead wonderfully. The counters just chunking away at the Snorlax. It gets almost halfway down before we get to the first Body Slam. Now, Blaziken, of course, has to worry about those Body Slams because once you get one through, it should just be farmable from there. Might have to spend 1 shield of your own, but then, yeah, once you do that, you can farm it.
Wow, got it all the way down.
Wow, that's
generally... That's what works for Snorlax, though, is that you get a shield advantage even if you lose Switch. So, good work by Lilybear to get the shield off me then. Mm-hmm. What have we got now? I've got Sunny Castform into my Snorlax and a Dragonite. In the back, there's my Blaziken. Oof. So we'll see how this matchup goes. It's very neutral. I'm guessing that Snorlax wins, but I'm not sure.
Look, I think if you can get Lilybear to a 0 shield situation, a couple of Blast Burns should be enough to take out the Dragonite. So there's probably the win con there. Lilybear does have 1 shield left out of 2. Oh, I think that was an attempted catch. Didn't get there. Lilybear does have to spend that shield now. So she is wary of... And you get Blaze Kicked her as well. So that is good for you. You might even be able to get a 3rd move off.
Oof. Who wins CMP versus Blaziken versus Dragonite is an interesting question.
I think it's the Dragonite.
Yeah.
She manages to get the farm down, though.
That could have been a Stone Edge.
It could have been, yeah. So Brave on her, and now it is 1 shield apiece, and this is still very even. Now you bring out the Hypno for the first time.
I've got a Hypno. I forgot about that because I won the first matchup so strongly. Was that a Dragon Claw that she's throwing?
That was just Dragon Claw, yes. But you shielded anyway. You must have lost count of those Dragon Breaths, those one-turn fast moves. She does manage to get another Dragon Claw off. So this is just going to chip away a little bit more. You don't have shield, but you also don't have a worry here. This Dragon Claw is not going to take too much out of the Hypno, and now you're looking for that insta-swap into the Snorlax, and what a catch. Perfectly done, catching the Weather Ball and getting rid of the Sunny Castform's energy.
Yes. I don't know that this is a great matchup for Hypno with Ice Punch either, both at half health, so that catch was essential for me to even have a chance here, I think.
Yeah, and now you've got that Shadow Ball. Lilibet does still have the shield in hand. You don't have any shields, so she's gonna have to fire something. It looks like she is just relying on the Weather Ball. She's not gonna get to a Solar Beam. The Confusions will take her first, so she has to just get off the Weather Ball, and that will not be enough.
It's gonna be close.
It is very close. So now it's a race.
You should be able to get her down. I lost it. There you go. Wow.
And Lilibet takes it out with that Rainy Castform, the Sunny Castform.
So, I mean, I didn't throw the Ice Punch because it was resisted and it was giving up information. I must have thought that I had that in the bag. The correct play would have been to double Ice Punch, I think. I would have been pretty close to that second one, I reckon.
So, how much HP did the Sunny Castform have remaining? Because, like, 2 Ice Punches wouldn't have done the trick either, I don't think.
I think it would have been close. Like, I think it was sort of within 1 Confusion's damage, basically.
Yeah, right. So with that in mind, then just throwing the straight Ice Punch would have kept that second move a secret. However, if I'm having to guess the second move on a Hypno and the first move I've seen as a punch, pretty safe guess to go Shadow Ball. I mean, you could guess, a second punch, but more often than not, I'm seeing Shadow Ball as at least one of the moves.
Yeah, unless it's a Shadow Hypno, I guess. Shadow Hypno can often get away with 2 punches, but not Hypno wants the Shadow Ball.
Yeah. I mean, if your opponent is running Focus Blast, then good on them. They just get that one through. So, okay, that is battle number 1. You did win the lead fairly handily, but ended up losing the battle. So let's see if you can improve on this one. Battle number 2 is, the Dragonite versus the Drifblim. Obviously, Icy Wind is going to destroy a Dragonite, so he has to watch out for that. The Dragonite does not switch out yet, looking to get off a little bit of damage first before maybe switching out later.
Yeah, and it looks like I got CMP here, which is nice because there's no chance for the catch on the Icy Wind, which would have been brutal. So matching shields, and I guess if we get to another Dragon Claw, I should hopefully live it because of the Icy Wind debuff. Maybe not.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that Dragon Claw is not going to do enough, and it looks like you are thinking the same thing at the time of this battle, because you leave it and the Icy Wind comes through. So now Lilibet has to make a choice. Is she going to use that second shield and go shieldless for the rest of the battle, or is she going to just let that Dragonite go down? And I think she made the right decision there.
It's that's a pretty good result for her, I think, in a losing matchup, to have me on, 2 Powder Snow lead now.
Yeah, totally. But now
this looks crucial because I've got the matchup here, and there's a Hypno in the back that Blaziken does not want to see. Ooh, I've burned the shield.
And yeah, I can see you've got that Rainy Castform as well, expecting the Sunny Castform on Lilibet's side. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out, because you're going to play this in a certain way, expecting that Sunny Castform, and that Hypno's going to come out instead. Let's see if that makes a difference.
Yeah. And it'll be interesting to see which punch she's running, right? Because if she's got Thunder Punch, that's probably quite a bad matchup for...
Hey, she could be running Shadow Ball Focus Blast.
We're going to badass over here. I've managed to farm down at least, and I've got the Blast Burn. So I think that will put the nail in the coffin. The Blast Burn in the combination with the Castform should get this done.
Yeah, because now the Castform's just going to be able to throw like 1 Weather Ball and a few Water Guns as well. She's going for that Shadow Ball. Even Shadow Ball wouldn't be enough here, because this weather ball is going to finish things off, and I'm just going to pop that little Pokeball up on the screen there next to your name. And that is 1-1.
Yes, and in a losing matchup there, she didn't give away any information about which punch her Hypno was running as well, so that was quite fortuitous for her.
So what I'm hearing is Lily Bear played better?
Maybe. I won the lead, close.
You
did. And then had switch advantage, and that was crucial in that matchup. You can see the Blaziken would have melted to the Hypno. So
yeah, absolutely. And yeah, being able to build up the energy on that Blaziken, firing out the Blast Burn enabled you to get that Hypno low enough that the Rainy Cast Form could just do a sweep up job at the end.
Yeah.
Alright, let's check out battle number 3. The score is tied 1-1. And we have, another good lead for you. The Blaziken versus the Snorlax now. We saw this play out. Lily Bear did manage to pull out this win last time. Let's see if there is any difference. What a catch on your side. Managing to catch a body slam. Wow, that was incredible play. Well counted.
That was better than I expected for myself, to be honest. And you can see the Ferrothorn in the back there does, mean that I want to keep the Blaziken around.
Oh, but you don't know that she's got the Ferrothorn right now, so...
Oh, no, I know that, but it's, it was a good play is what I'm saying.
It was a very good play, because now even, normally, in Ultra League, you're looking to counter a Drifblim with a Snorlax, but here, just because everything's not quite as bulky as in Ultra League, and wow, this is just getting worse and worse and worse.
And she stayed in too long, and the switch timer's back up.
Oh, man.
Was this when we had short switch timers? Maybe this was the 30-second switch timer meta.
Oh, was it? Oh, that would have been crazy. I'm now looking at the switch timers, trying to work out how fast they are going. So the Power Whip will hurt, but the Blaziken will get over it and be able to throw a few more counters. Just finishing it off with a Blaze Kick, not trying to risk the Ferrothorn getting to another charge move. And we get the shield, so now Lily Bear trying to salvage this.
Definitely 30-second switch timers.
Yeah, so that makes it even more interesting. This is bringing back memories. I wish they'd bring that 30-second switch timer back.
Yeah, it was really fun, actually. I remember that, really enjoying that. And it makes sack swaps that much better, because I got the sack swap off. There's desync there, so as soon as she switched out, I could switch out to counter that Ferrothorn.
Alright, so this Shadow Ball will absolutely finish off this Ferrothorn. And now what's left in the back? It is the Hypno, and it is a Hypno off, but you have 2 shields remaining. So this is looking pretty good for you.
I looked at that. I thought I had no shields, and I was done.
It's hard to keep track of okay, which one's which in the moment.
And I switched sides as well.
Yes. So you have absolutely nothing to worry about here. I'm just going to pop that second Pokeball there now. We don't need to see the end of this. You've got 2 shields in hand. Wait, what? Letting through a Shadow Ball. You madman. And you're still not going to lose. Oh, that's just BM.
Did I not shield that one either? No.
What? No, wait, no, you're on... That's Lily. That just didn't shield.
Oh, right.
Yeah, no, you had that in the bag. You knew you could wear a Shadow Ball.
Sorry, Lily. You're right, that was rude.
Okay, so the same thing did not happen in the first battle as what happened in the third, where it was the Blaziken versus Snorlax lead, and you did manage to maintain the lead heading through the rest of the battle. The catch on the Snorlax was superb, and that enabled you. That was the big key in keeping that momentum.
Interestingly, I maintained switch by giving it up though, right?
Yeah, it's weird how that works. And then the Drifblim did manage to beat Lily Bear's Snorlax, which, like I said, is not something we're used to seeing, but is something that happens here in Great League. I think maybe I'm thinking of Jellicent is more of what you'd counter with the Snorlax.
No, I think you're right. the main point was the Blaziken had farmed down half the Snorlax's health before the Drifloon came in, right?
Yeah, very good point. All right, so you're up 2-1. You're about to win your second ring matchup. You've got to win one more battle. We'll see if Lilybear can come back. This is battle number 4, and it is okay. Now, Lilybear is running Ice Punch here. Would have loved Thunder Punch, and I think Rainy Cast Form wins this because Hypno doesn't have the Thunder Punch here.
I think that's right. It's a close matchup, but the Thunder Punch definitely makes a big deal.
Okay, now have you seen her punch
here
up until this point? Because
no.
Okay, so that's why you switch out there. Now the Dragonite comes in, and it's going to really not like this Ice Punch of its own. The Dragonite does spend a shield. The Dragonite will now have to really work hard to get to KO this Hypno. It's going to be pretty difficult. That Dragon Claw is going to chip about half of its remaining HP down unless you use a shield. So now that's a good decision because now you can farm up a little bit more. No, you just throw it straight away. And Lilybear has to use that second shield now. This is not looking good for Lilybear right now because she is now out of shields, and you have brought in Rainy Cast Form. Once again, it's going to wear another Dragon Claw. She's not bothering with that second move. She's just going straight Dragon Claw all the way.
Yeah, and I think at the time, like, if you were good at switching, it really made a big difference on the short switch clocks. So me being quicker on the switches is giving me more information and letting my Pokemon be sort of a bit flexible here, I think. So now it looks like I should have saved this Cast Form because there's a Sunny Cast Form in the back.
Looks like you're not going to risk trying to farm it down with one extra confusion. You weren't sure where that energy was sitting at, so just decided to play it safe. Fair enough, because you only have that one shield remaining. The Shadow Ball is going to hurt the Drifloon. It doesn't quite KO though, does it?
No, I don't think so. Oh, I cop it to the face.
So an Icy Wind should be enough, and you do throw the Icy Wind, so now that takes the Hypno down to 0. The Drifloon is on 0 energy as well, so it's a bit of a farming opportunity here for the Cast Form. Now the Hypno comes back in. Weather Ball should take care of it, but you do have the shield. The Cast Form's going to survive a Shadow Ball though, so even if you get there, the Cast Form will be fine. The play, I think, is to just farm and throw once the Pokemon comes in.
Yeah, gonna go for the Shadow Ball. Oh, too greedy.
Doesn't even get there. And there it is. There's that Weather Ball, and Lilybear takes out battle number 4.
Oh, close game. Well played, Lily.
So what do you think that was there? What was the difference in that battle?
I don't know. It's actually kind of harder to track with these short switch clocks, right? Because there's so much in and out. I mean, I guess I had the Rainy Cast Form and I brought it inverse to the Dragonite, which was a waste. Mm-hmm. Both Drifloon and Hypno are very good versus Dragonite with their Icy Charge moves, so utilizing one of them instead and saving the Rainy Cast Form for the Fire Cast Form in the back was probably the right play.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you hadn't, of course, seen the Fiery Cast Form, so you weren't to know. But I think out of 4 battles so far, how many has she brought him in? Like 2, 3?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So it's kind of 50-50 whether she is bringing that or not. So we're seeing so far she's brought a bit of a mix of monsters. She likes that Dragonite, and she's led with that a couple of times or used it as a safe switch a couple of times.
Yes. I think she's used everyone on her team actually. Yeah, she's used all of them.
Yeah, at some stage. I still think there are Pokemon that she is liking more than others. And while we are between battles, we are just going to give a quick thank you to Debbie Pebble with the raid. Welcome in to Debbie and her fam. We are bringing back a format called The Ring, which is a PvP format where 2 battlers face off in a best of 5, and the winner stays on to take on a new opponent while the loser hangs their head in shame, goes off and rejoins the queue. So Bro Obliterate has won the first matchup and is the champion now against Lilybear26. And the score is 2-2 with one battle to come. So you guys came just in time.
This is, I think this is a very close game to get the win or the loss here. I can't remember exactly what happens, but I'm excited.
I've been told it's good. Lilybear's been very keen for me to show this, and I'm very hyped to see what happens here. This is battle number 5. Let's go. We get the Snorlax lead versus the Hypno lead. This is a win for the Snorlax, so Lilybear does have the upper hand here.
Yeah, this is a soft loss. It is a loss, but it's not a huge one for the Hypno. You can still chunk down with the confusions. It's just the licks get you.
But look at you catching again. Was that deliberate, do you think?
I don't know whether it was a deliberate catch or if she got a lick through and then through.
Okay.
Certainly I wanted to get out of there.
So now Lilybear catching herself. So 2 catches, both going back and forth with the catching, and this Dragonite is not going to worry about a Weather Ball very much at all. I mean, it is a glassy Pokemon, so it did chunk a little bit more than it would on some other Pokemon, but now it can just grind down. Hypno comes back in. This is with that 30-second switch timer. So
and I had that Ice Punch loaded, so yeah. There you go.
So for those who did just join us, these battles took place all the way back when we had that week of 30-second switch timers. So these switches are coming in fast and heavy. Lilybear going for the superpower, not the correct move. Not the correct move to throw against the Hypno. Superpower is resisted against the Hypno. Luckily for Lilybear, you do use the shield there. So now looking to build up some extra energy, bring in the Rainy Cast Form and catching another move on that Cast Form. Looks like the Cast Form will be just sacrificing itself for the greater good.
Yeah, and really utilizing the clock desync here. Catching every time or getting caught on every time to keep them out of sync.
Ooh, now bringing in the Drifloon, so it's going to take a bit of lick damage, but obviously that Body Slam is nothing to worry about. Double resist the Body Slam, triple resist the Superpower, so you can just wear this like an old favorite shirt, and you can farm up a little bit more. Looks like you are utilizing that time that you've got up your sleeve, building up to 2 Icy Winds. Another Body Slam is not going to hurt you at all, but I imagine we'll be seeing that Icy Wind come through now.
Yeah, hopefully I haven't thrown it. May as well farm down now. No, gonna throw it. Licks too much.
You love undercharging when you don't need to, don't you?
Yeah. I kind of had a late commitment there because I didn't want to mess that up.
Alright, so obviously the Cast Form is the better Pokemon to bring in here because obviously you've got another Icy Wind all ready to go, and the Dragonite is not going to like it. She uses a shield anyway, so now it's... Hypno comes back in, and now she is ready, and throws the Dragon Claw, beats you to it. So you have to use that second shield. Now you have got moves ready, so are you going to throw it straight away, or are you going to farm up a little more? It looks like you are going a little more. You do get the farm down, so you've got those moves ready. Look at that. So now the Shadow Ball against the almost full health Cast Form, and that Cast Form has got to farm you down before you can get to the next move.
Yeah, oh jeez. Still, it's such a tanky mon. Oh, but I got there first.
You did get there.
Second Shadow Ball, 1 HP and a Dream here. Does it do enough? It's gonna be close. Oh my gosh, look at it. And I switched to the Drifloon. Oh no.
Okay, so what happens is this Drifloon's going down, but will that Hypno be able to get off a confusion before the Embers go through? That's gonna be the big question. Oh! The time! Oh, wow!
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, so... Okay. So the switching just came in so handy there for both players. So both players were building up a lot of energy, maybe firing one move and then switching out, or keeping 2 moves built up, and then just managing to really just chip each Pokemon down separately, just a little bit at a time, until there was just 2 Pokemon left with like 1 move of HP apiece, and yeah, just getting the draw.
Yeah, wow. That and you know what? What a time to have a draw too. We're 2-2, tied for the series. like last game turning into a penultimate game, so we're going to go to game 6.
Yeah.
And
oh man, that's
what we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen Shiftry, and Shiftry is Bay. But
Shiftry is Bay.
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't look like a good team for Shiftry, to be honest.
All I'm hearing is excuses, bro. Okay, so man, I don't even remember the lead before. What did you guys lead with?
I was led Hypno into her Snorlax, so yeah.
Okay, so that was a win for the Snorlax, and you guys just both worked your way around it with that solid use of the switch timer. What are you thinking you should try and lead with now? You've seen her lead with the Snorlax, you've seen her lead with the Dragonite. Has she really led with anything else so far?
No, and it's often Castform in the back, so maybe I can cotton onto that and have my actually keep my Castform for the back instead of just keep into random Snorlaxes and things.
And that your Rainy Castform is proving actually quite important in that regard, because the Sunny Castform does pretty well against the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a hard counter, but it does do
No,
well.
you're right. Especially having Ice Punch and Icy Wind on the Drifloon and Hypno. You know, I can't then hit the Castform.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I could versus Dragonite, but not bad versus the Castform.
Yeah, too bad you don't have, like, Water Punch.
That's right.
Alright,
Round.
battle number 6. And we have... Oh, there it is! Shiftry is back! Oh, you brought out the Shiftry. What was the thought process there?
I don't know. I thought maybe I just haven't brought it yet. It's time.
Yeah, I mean, and sure, you got a reasonable lead. You obviously have to watch out for the superpower. But that Leaf Blade has taken out half of the Snorlax's HP already. Looks like Lilybear is going for the bait. Probably not the best way to go about it, because you are only 2 Snarls away from another Leaf Blade, which would take out the Snorlax. So she's not going to get to that superpower in time. You have time to build up a little bit extra, and you can see that he is just 1 Snarl away from another Leaf Blade, a third Leaf Blade. So now Lilybear using a shield. She really wants to get to that superpower, and she does get there in time. So
I got snuck a Snarl through.
Yeah,
let's shield it and calm down. Let's go, baby. Shiftry.
Well, yeah, you ain't farming down. But
and
you
now
do have time.
Debuff, I can potentially just like Snarl down, just about. Pretty too early.
Surely not. There is no way you are snarling down a Snorlax, even defense debuff, before it gets to another move.
So Shiftry doesn't really want to see either of these ones, but at least I've 1 switch now. If I don't switch out, I can get my Castform to be Castform, right?
You can. So that's why I assume you're just kamikazeing. You're just firing as much damage as possible before letting this go down, and the Rainy Castform comes in.
Oh, die with a move.
Which, I don't think you mind, do you?
I mean, Solar Beam! The Solar Beam is a problem!
And you've got no shields. Oh no! Oh no, Lilybear!
I remember this. Oh no.
You could have gotten to that Solar Beam in time.
Yeah. I wonder if it would have mattered. Like, obviously it would kill the Castform, but I'm assuming the Ice Punch just one-shots the Dragonite.
It does, yeah. So probably still a win either way. You had those matchups.
Maybe not. Look how much damage I've taken from that Dragonite.
And she's got a shield.
And she's got a shield. Oh my god.
Hold on. Hold the phone. This isn't over.
No.
No, it
was
is.
Too early for the catch. If she caught that would have been pretty good.
Yeah, that would have been pretty crazy. But unfortunately, she definitely can't get to that Solar Beam in time. And so now just Constellation Weather Ball, and now probably a farm down. Yeah, farming down. And just going to finish off that Dragonite. Nice and easy.
A rough finish to a very good good set there by Lily.
How much energy does that Dragonite have? Because this won't quite KO.
No, it won't.
Oh, hang on. This still isn't over. This still isn't over. That Rainy Castform that didn't have much HP left, so it's going to be a race between the resisted water guns and the non-resisted dragon claws. But yeah, it looks like the Dragonite did not have quite enough HP left, and Brobliterate wins his second matchup.
Yeah. Oh, that was very close. I think that really could have gone Lily's way there. So yeah, I was a bit lucky.
Oh, I mean, great battles on both your parts. That was really well done. We had a tie. That is amazing.
Josh is getting dizzy from all the switches that we're doing. I think it was a very brief period, so I'll be interested to see whether the next games are also at the short switch clock or not.
Alright, so let's check them out. Now, for those who have just joined us, we've got this dumb thing that my Streamlabs does where it's just shows one of the battles when you try and switch scenes, so that's probably going to be happening here. And what do you know? It is.
Ooh, Honchcrow. That's a cool pick.
Yeah,
I've got a really good...
I didn't want you to see that, though.
Honchcrow.
Oh, man. I've really got to work this out. Just everyone look away.
So Shiftry did enough to stay, obviously, with that one game.
So yeah, you're keeping the Shiftry?
No, it looks like I've kept it in the team. So
yeah,
I
right.
have made a couple of changes through. So again, I've got Whimsicott built there, and I built Whimsicott and I built Skunk Tank for this as well. They were new mons to me.
Right.
So I think it was an expensive month this month trying to solve this meta.
Yeah, I remember it being.
I'm pretty sure I built the Blaziken as well. So I built Castform, Blaziken, Whimsicott, Skunk Tank, Sudowoodo, just from these battles that we're showing.
Yeah, for me that was Venture Cup. I spent so much Stardust on that one, like a million or something like that, something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Alright, so the new challenger is JSlice004, who streams on and off. He's from Tasmania. He's been PvPing and streaming for quite a while. I don't think he is currently in the process of streaming, but look out for that channel, JSlice004, because he does come and go, and he's a cool guy, fun guy, good for a laugh. Loves to kind of play with different formats, different fun, interesting formats. I remember having a fun auto rec competition on his 1 year anniversary stream. It was really cool. But he is going the Hitmontop, which I remember was a pretty popular counter user. He's got the Hypno as well, which you called at the beginning of this stream was a very, very important Pokemon. Honchcrow as a Hypno counter, but
yeah.
Honchcrow does have to watch out for Ice Punches. It can get to Dark Pulse before Hypno gets to Ice Punch, and I believe it can wear one Ice Punch. So Honchcrow's still doing pretty well. Then we got the Gramble as well. What do you think of the Gramble?
It's interesting. Gramble's not a very bulky charmer, but it's pretty attack weighted, so it hits pretty hard. Mm-hmm. I think it was one of the better charmers for the month, but I think Whimsicott, who I've got, was one of the best ones. Yeah. Although Talonflame is everywhere, so who knows.
Interesting you're running double grass here. Do you remember what the thought process was there?
I just like grass.
Someone clip that!
I might be running double grass this month, am I? No, I'm not. I nearly did though.
Oh man, when next time I see you in person, I'm just gonna bring up on my phone. I just love grass.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're running the Skuntank here as well. That's a nice general option. It's a great call against JSlice's Charmer, so it makes it a lot more difficult for him to bring that Charmer in. But I guess the Gramble does have plenty of play against the Shiftry and the Blaziken on your side, so it's not like he has to leave the Gramble on the bench.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Maybe I was weak to charm. I remember that 6th slot, which was like brown pink or something like that. Was a hard one. So I had Drift on the last game, and I'm pretty sure the Gramble and the Skunk Tank in that same slot was a hard one to fill.
I believe I went with Hitmontop as well. As Otto points out in chat, it was great because it had the Stone Edge for the Talonflames. Had the close combat, which enabled it to beat Lantern as well, so that was a great core breaker to those two. Also beat Quagsire because it resisted the Stone Edge, so Quagsire had to rely on the Earthquake, so Hitmontop was a great mon.
I think it's a good mon generally, right? Like, it's a relatively bulky for a fighter, with good hard-hitting moves, but it doesn't have a bait move. Is its one downside, but, it gets shields because you need to shield everything it does.
Yeah, totally. Alright, so let's see how these battles play out. We're seeing a lot of different teams, a lot of different ways of going about this meta. This is Brobliterate going for his 3rd set win over content creator J Slice. Let's go. Battle number 1 is the Whimsicott versus the Hypno. Now, the Hypno does have the... Well, no, we haven't seen the Hypno moveset on J Slice's side, and looks like because of the way I've had to crop these images, we don't quite see it straight away. We do see the...
It looks like a Thunder Punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we get the switch out on your side. The Hypno comes in, going for the Shadow Ball against the Castform.
Yeah, and it looks like we're back to the quick... I think we're still on the quick switch clocks. Lands the Shadow Ball, which is important. Didn't get a confusion through. Was that CMP? Or was it just...
I believe so.
Yeah.
Now the Weather Ball goes through. You are in a position... Could you maybe just wear a Weather Ball and farm down? No, you couldn't. You couldn't take that risk. I think the Embers would get you. So you've got to either lose this Hypno or shield it. And you do eventually decide to shield. You love waiting for that shield. You love keeping us in suspense, don't you?
Think it out. I think being able to farm down and having a Shadow Ball to throw at the Hypno is pretty beneficial.
Yeah, okay, so throwing that Shadow Ball straight away, because you know you're only going to get one move off, the Hypno does come back in and has a Thunder Punch ready, so now you will get to see that moveset on the Hypno. You know that it's got Thunder Punch now, you don't know what that second move is.
Yeah, and look, Thunder Punch is not a good option versus a lot of my mons there, except the Randy Castform. But I've got my Skunk Tank out now, and he's resisting the... Oh no, is it? It's neutral. Poison and dark.
No, it's a single resistance to confusion.
Single resistance. Yeah. So, in a pretty good position here to just either farm down or get the crunch.
Yeah, just firing it off straight away. You are not taking any chances. You don't want to wear another Thunder Punch by the look of it.
Yeah. Get him without shields would be best. And then there's a Hitmontop, and guess what? Whimsicott in the back with a shield advantage.
Oh boy. This is rough, because you've got the shield in hand as well. Like, that close combat would actually do a fair amount of damage. It doesn't KO, but it would hurt. Yeah. But luckily, you've got the shield in hand. And it just takes 2 more charms to take it out from there.
It looks like got a... Is it Grass Knot? Yeah, Grass Knot coming.
Grass Knot and Hurricane and moves on Whimsicott, and that manages to finish off the battle, and you take out battle number 1. Looks like you're on your way to a 3rd set win.
It's a good start.
Yeah. Let's just go straight into battle number 2. Here is the Blaziken versus the Honchkrow. Now, Honchkrow is just so glassy that the Blaziken, I believe, can just single shield farm down. Look at how much those counters are doing. Neutral and gets it into the yellow as well. So it can just shield and then farm down, and this Blaziken will have just so much energy against the rest of this team. The only thing it has to worry about is Lantern. Oh, it looks like the Honchkrow has come out and is trying to snipe as much as it can with the Hypno. It's going to wear a Blast Burn, but it don't care.
Hypno do not care. It's only a Blaze Kick, sadly.
Wow. Okay, so now counter Hypno. And
a shield disadvantage.
Yeah, so this is
an energy
pretty good for you right now. Looks like a no shielding, expecting the Thunder Punch, and the Shadow Ball gets through.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can take one, right?
You can, so yeah, you're not worried about it. Even if it is Shadow Ball, you've got the shield advantage, and you've got the
disadvantage.
Don't you have the 2 shields?
No, I had to shield Honchkrow.
Yep, you're right. Now out comes Honchkrow again. Does manage to get to that Sky Attack with the extra snarl of energy that it had in hand. The Blaziken is just going to say, well, c'est la vie, and disappear. Now out comes the Rainy Cast Form. So now it's going to be able to build up a bit of extra energy, almost at a Weather Ball. This is actually good for J-Slice because now he knows where that Rainy Cast Form is and doesn't have to worry about matching it up against the Sunny Cast Form. So the Hypno has to do as much work as possible to get rid of this Rainy Cast Form before it can do its damage on the Sunny Cast Form.
And you can see the bad move timing there. I let a whole Confusion through. So
yeah, and that makes a huge difference.
Hypno on the back with lots of energy. And gonna CMP me. Oh no, sorry, it was me getting it off. Gonna throw the Shadow Ball. Definitely not gonna waste the shield there with the Rainy Cast on the back to threaten it. Just shield the Hypno win. Is Jay's strategy, I reckon.
And so now you've got the shield in hand. The Weather Ball is not going to do anything.
Oh no!
And
no! And the combo play.
Oh snap! So this Thunder Punch is not going to KO. How close were you to a Weather Ball? Pretty close. You should get there. You'll get there. You'll KO this Hypno.
Yeah. And it looks like I won CMP there, or timed it just before he got there.
Yeah, perfectly done.
Can I get it done versus the...
Oh, it's close! It's close! Oh, wow! Oh,
Farm down.
J-Slice!
Fire, farm down.
Fire, confirmed water counter.
These are, they didn't really make it into the main cup because everybody went to Talonflame, but these... Sunny Cast Forms are good, aren't they? They're just generally good.
Yeah. I think all the cast forms are really nice generalists. The Rainy, the Sunny, the Normal, and the Snowy. Even though the Snowy doesn't have any coverage type moves, it still is just good at general consistent damage.
And I think whenever Snowy Castle is available on PV, like in a condensed meta, PV Poke always has it in the top 10, even though it doesn't have coverage moves.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so good. So you've worked out that you've got to make sure that Rainy Cast Form is lined up against the Sunny Cast Form. Jay's probably worked out that Honchkrow is just not really gonna work against this team. I mean, it loses to Blaziken with, if he uses a shield, it's going to lose by a mile to Whimsicott. The Skuntank will beat it. If he's going to bring the Honchkrow, he's got to match it against the Hypno, and then really that's it.
Definitely.
Alright.
So Otto's commenting that fire beats water, so logically grass then beats fire, so I'm probably going to go around a double grass line coming right after that.
Alright, you heard it here first. Battle number 3, and we've got, it's the Hypno counter in Hypno on top. And, it looks like Jay's not happy with that, just getting straight out into his own Hypno. So this is good for you. You get to do what you want. And, oh boy, Skuntank is now going to have its way with Hypno. This is good for you, mate. This is very good. You're in a good position.
It is good, but he brought the cast form again, and I don't really have an answer for that cast form.
You didn't bring your own cast form.
No, so the Skuntank can win me, but this is probably where the mon I needed against the cast form, if any, I guess, doing all neutral damage.
Yeah, totally. So as long as you can win this matchup, you can maintain that matchup with the Hypno and the Hypno on top, and then you've got to just rely on what's in the back. So what was that third Pokemon you brought again? It was the Whimsicott. Okay, so that's actually not good.
No, but I did get the farm down there. Didn't burn a shield, and I've got a move to spare. So throwing the flamethrower here, which will definitely chip at the Hypno on top, but seeing the Hypno, I'm probably going to let this go and just bank it on the cast form. Oof.
Okay, so this is real good for Jay right now because those charms are resisted. He can farm as much as possible with the Ember. He's got to try and count those moves. But he's got 2 shields in hand as well, so he can just shield and farm down and have a world of energy left for the other mon in the back.
Yeah, for the Hypno.
Yes. That Skuntank is just 1 Ember away. Does the Solar Beam actually do more here?
I wonder. It probably does.
Yeah, because it's
Solar Beam's not that
high
good a
damage
move.
for energy.
It's not that good. I remember looking at it on
Yeah.
Ninetales, and it's worse than Overheat. And Overheat costs like 20 energy less or something ridiculous.
Yeah, okay. So now this Hypno using a second shield. You got a lot of energy. Going for the Ice Punch and getting the shield, so good play. You've used your second shield now, haven't you? So you have to try and KO with another Ice Punch by the look of it. The Weather Ball does come first,
Yeah.
it won't KO. Oh, you do have a shield in hand. Nice.
So I also can't go for a catch. They'll just time it between my confusions, I think. So
I thought you went for the Shadow Ball for a second.
I don't know if that was the right play. I probably could have farmed that down. Because there's still...
Did
the
you
hit
quit
box
again?
Yeah.
Tried to go for a catch
Yeah.
there, doesn't work. Throws the close combat, and
I forgot it was... I think I forgot about the Hitmontop. So that's why I was throwing the Ice Punch.
yeah, and
Yeah.
even though the close combat
Ooh.
is resisted, it still does the job.
Wow.
Battle number 3 goes to J Slice 004
Yeah,
because of a big ol' oversight from Bro Obliterate.
So if I just farmed down that Cast Form and then I had the Shadow Ball for the Hitmontop, but I just didn't account for the Hitmontop in the back, made the wrong play. So you got to be on your game.
Yeah. And if you watching do want to... Oh, not again. What happened? Oh, that's right. I used the shift command. Hang on. There we go. If you watching want to have a go at this format, the ring, there is a Discord server that I'm not sure will pop up because everything is breaking today. Let's see if that works. No, it does not. Lilybear or Lachlan or Aura, whoever is in the chat, could you grab the link to the Discord server from the actual server? Come into the Discord server, the Pallet Town PvP community, and go to the Grab a Roll channel, click on the React for the Ring. We will pick people at random, and they will get to play in future episodes. You could take part in this fun format and try and knock Bro Obliterate off of his perch. If J-Slice doesn't get there first.
Who knows? I might forget your third Pokemon too.
This could be you. Alright, let's go. Battle number 4. Here we go with Hypno versus... Oh, here we go. This is interesting. This is a different battle. Everything is breaking!
That's funny.
Cool. So... I don't know how to deal with this.
You commentate the left one, I'll commentate the right one.
So out comes Blaziken.
So I've got a Whimsicott against this Sunny Castle, which is dire. Hard counter city.
So the right hand battle, you're going for a Blaze Kick there. And that's probably not the best when the Hypno has all that HP because of it's not tempted to use a shield there. Go for a second Blaze Kick as well. And now the confusion gets through.
Looks like I've finally got a Rainy Castle onto a Sunny Castle in a good position.
Oh, and it's Solar Beams!
Solar Beam. No beams today, friend.
The Weather Ball now will take a large chunk of the remaining HP. While on the right, we've got a Shadow Ball coming through. Which is shielded. It is shielded.
Did I just catch? I think I just caught the Thunder Punch on my Hypno. Yes, which was definitely my play.
Honchkrow in against the
Oh,
Rainy Castle.
Honchkrow.
Honchkrow on both sides as well.
Is it running Dark Pulse? Is it got,
It doesn't
or
know
is it
Foul
got
Play?
Brave Bird?
Like double flying?
Yeah, might do.
See, I've never been a fan of the double flying moveset on Honchkrow.
These battles are using confusion on auto.
Oh, it looks like on the right we are... Oh, I thought the fire was going to counter the water again. It looks like just letting that weather ball come through. Now it is a double flying moveset
Double flying.
on Jay's side.
I'm throwing an Ice Punch. I wonder, is this Battle 4 and 5?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Here's me classically getting notifications from Facebook during the battles. Alright, so I gotta farm down on the hit. Oh, be interesting to see. I think the Ice Punch probably KOs the Honchkrow from there.
Okay, so it looks like on the right you win.
No, that's Jay winning.
No, that was you, because like Jay got the good effort.
Oh, right.
So let's see what happens on the left.
Looks like Jay's one on the left. Yeah, I think that was Battle 4 and 5.
Wow. Oh, okay, so let's... Okay, so Battle 4... I'm going to bring up Battle 4 again. And that was...
But look,
Into Rainy
it's
Castle,
not the same run.
And let's go Battle 5, yeah, so that... Okay. So, I've mixed up Battles 4 and 5, obviously, which means we saw Jay win one of them and you win another one, which means Jay... Jay wins the set!
Jay wins the set. Let's just say I won number 4, so that there was an exciting clincher that I lost.
Should we, like, act excited and so that we can, like, clip that?
Okay, oh my god, Jay
Like,
Slice!
oh, wow! Oh, what a finish!
And he pushes me off the screen.
So Jay Slice does come away with the set win, which means for set number... And, you know what? For set number 4, we're going to see the bloody... the things appear again. The battles. Yep. Surprise! So, let's... Luckily we're doing like an episode 0, because... that enables us to get all these kind of glitches out of the way, these muffs. I'm obviously doing really well at picking my feet as well.
And we've got Otto Saha replacing me in the chat too.
So Otto, who is mates with Bro Obliterators, is come in and is like, I will avenge my friends for the humiliating loss that he suffered apparently in the last game.
Yes.
Otto, who is in chat, is that what kind of dog is that you got there? Yeah, Lily Bear's like, I see your doggo. I was gonna be like, is that your doggo? But like, you wouldn't be just grabbing a random person's doggo.
It took me a while. It's small and pixelated on my screen, so it took me a minute to see it. So it's him hugging his dog Arya.
Yes, Siberian Husky. Wow, in this Australian climate, my goodness. Lily Bear can tell from this angle. So Jay Slice with his cap and Otto Sasha with his like boater hat, by the look of it. Arya is her name. That is gorgeous. That is a beautiful puppy and a beautiful man. And I'm talking about both men as well. They are both handsome men. Now, Otto is bringing the Alolan Raichu. Interesting pick over the Kanto Raichu.
Yeah, the Alolan Raichu was great this cup. So Otto got me onto Alolan Raichu. It resists the confusions from Hypno, and the Wild Charge does heaps. I think it's about 50%, something like that, and the Volt Switches add up. So it has a pretty good match versus Hypno. I'm pretty sure from memory we're using Wild Charge and Grass Knot. So sometimes you have people switching Quagsire, which was a common pick, and you just throw a Grass Knot that they never shield because they think it's resisted in one shot.
Yeah.
So, and it obviously hits Talonflame as well. So it's like
very good against Talonflame.
And even Lantern. So that's, Lantern or Quagsire were the most common blue picks. Hypno was the most common yellow pick. And Talonflame was definitely the most common red pick, so it was a very well situated Pokemon in the meta.
Empoleon was a really nice off meta, like meta breaker in the blue slot. I remember it had a lot of good wins. It obviously beat Talonflame pretty comfortably. You have to just throw the flame charges from the Talonflame rather than the Brave Bird, which is your normal nuke move there.
And it beats Hypno as well because Hypnos were running Ice Punch. So
yes,
it's resisting the confusions, double resisting the Ice Punch. It's a good matchup. Yeah, and I think it also the problem with it was that it lost to Lantern and Quagsire, the other blue mons. But yeah, picking up Talonflame and Hypno, which were the two most prominent mons, obviously very good.
Yeah. Also the counter users. But then again, the Quagsire and Lantern both lost to counter users as well, so that's not really too big of a loss. And
Drill Peck, is such a good, similar to Snorlax, I guess. If you say switch an Empoleon and they come in with a counter user, you're normally either getting a shield or winning switch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
J-Slice going in with an unchanged lineup. That Gramble probably still not going to get any use because we've got 3 mons on this team that resist it. The Hypno is going to pressure the shields. The Snorlax is going to pressure the shields as well. Gramble's probably not the best pick here. Honchkrow, how do you see Honchkrow doing here?
I don't think it's got anywhere exciting to be honest.
It's just
what does it beat? It beat. I guess it could beat Hypno, but Ferrothorn could potentially get it with Thunder as well.
Yeah. How does it do against Snorlax?
Snorlax, it probably wins, right? It does probably beat Snorlax.
Yeah, but it's a close one because the one Body Slam will take it into danger zone.
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out. Battle number 1. J-Slice versus Otto Saha, and what a lead for Otto. Resisting the Sparks and will resist the Thunderbolt, so Otto has to go for the Hydro Pump. Now we do get that Thunderbolt off, and we don't get the shield from Otto, so Otto, keeping those shields for later, knows how much that Thunderbolt is going to do, which is just over half. And now we get the switch out from Jay, bringing in
and he's got double Wild Charge ready for him. This is not a good spot to be with anything, really. You have to switch quicker than that versus this Raichu.
And did Otto charge more than 100 energy there?
Maybe.
Might have been just, but now we've got the double Wild Charge, and then probably going to jump from there. Yep, we get the switch out, and out comes his own Hypno. Now, from this range, Hypno should just be able to punch and get the job done that way. So, Jay is going for his own punch, and Otto still not using that shield. Being very, very conservative with the shields, building up a little bit extra.
Might be able to farm down. No, it doesn't
do it. Nah, the Jay's Hypno would have been able to get to a Shadow Ball, so I don't think farming down was an option. But did very well to count exactly the right amount before throwing his finishing Ice Punch.
Yeah, he's revealed the Ice Punch now as well, but going straight into a Shadow Ball into this Lantern. Lantern's thick, so I don't think this KOs. No, not even close.
But now Otto has kept those shields for a long time, so can just farm down from here. Finally use that first shield. Just breaks the shielding Hunger Strike to be able to farm down the Lantern from here, and we'll have almost a Shadow Ball ready.
Hit on top in the back.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Probably just... Oh, actually, not even gonna throw a move. Gonna bring out the Talonflame, and Whoa, hang on. J-Slice is running close combat and Gyro Ball?
Wow.
Oh, snap. Wow. Gyro... I imagine that is forgetting to TM, or not caring enough, because... Yeah, this battle was over so quickly.
Is Gyro Ball a good move?
Nah. It's workable. It's like a... I don't know, you've got like a water pulse on Dugong, where it's like, it's not a great move, but it passes for a second move if Icy Wind's not going to do it for you. So Gyro Ball's kind of like that, where it's got like niche uses, it's below average stats, but if in a pinch it can do fine.
Yeah, nice.
So Otto just cleaning up J-Slice in that first battle. What can J-Slice do differently here?
Well, he lost the lead, and he really exacerbated that loss by staying in. So he allowed the Alolan Raichu to get up to 6 volts, which is before he switched. So he had double wild charge just banked.
Yeah, had energy for weeks, and like you said, the double dip, I guess. But
I mean, he didn't really have a good answer either, right? So like Lantern loses, he has Hypno's like relatively neutral, and Hitmontop probably loses just because of the psychic typing resisting the counters. So he's gonna need to bring another answer to that Alolan Raichu this game if he's got one.
The best answer is probably the Gramble, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I wrote that Pokemon off earlier, but yeah, it looks like it's J-Slice's hope here.
And knowing Otto, he's probably going to bring Raichu every game, because Raichu is not Shiftry, but it's Otto's Bay.
It is, yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Battle number 2. And there it is, in the lead again as well. So Otto leading with the Raichu. Now, this isn't as good for the Raichu as the Lantern was, but still a win as we ascertained. It does have to watch out for Shadow Ball, so it will be a bit of shield pressure, but you can see that Raichu almost got up to 2 wild charges before Hypno got to the Shadow Ball.
Yeah. And I think from memory that in the one shield Hypno does beat Raichu, but that's not with Thunder Punch. Okay. Oh, he's letting it go.
Oh, snap!
Ow.
Oh, finally, Otto is made to pay for his lack of shield usage. And so now he's down to 2 Pokemon, and looks like they're on the same energy as well. So getting to the Shadow Ball at the same time, Otto's Hypno does get the move off first, and looks like Jay is just letting that go down. So I think maybe, wants to get out that Honchkrow and match that up in the exact right spot. And looks like he's brought Gramble. That is not good, because Talonflame is going to murder the rest of this team.
Yeah, it doesn't look good, actually. I was thinking that Gramble, Talonflame's not a bulky mon, so the Gramble might just be able to challenge through it, because Challenge is so oppressive, but those Incinerates are adding up. And now he's got the Flame Charge boost. It's looking pretty secure here for Otto. We've got a Battle of the Birds.
One bird has an extra shield, though.
Yes. And one bird's got boosted fast move damage.
Okay, so we get this next Flame Charge off, and we do see J-Slice's second shield happening. It's going to take 3 more Incinerates to get to a final Flame Charge. J-Slice does not have another Pokemon to catch a move with, so I believe I saw that right. So it's all up to Honchkrow.
Yeah, and we're going to see which bird is braver.
Talonflame is the bravest bird. Yeah,
confirmed.
So
although
takes out the rest.
You're a brave bird, so not that brave.
I don't know. You saw it charging with reckless abandon.
Yeah.
So that is 2 now for Otto, and looks like J-Slice's tenure at the top might be a little bit short. That Raichu was putting in a lot of work. J-Slice might have to lead with either the Cast Bomb or the Grand Ball. I think are really the two options to go with.
Yeah, but you know what? I reckon Otto's not going to lead the HU again. So
You reckon?
yeah, I reckon, like you said, he will have to lead something that beats it. But then it's just not there all of a sudden. I reckon. I'm calling a Hypno lead.
Okay. Josh is calling the Hypno lead for the third one now. Brobliterate and Otto are great friends. They've known each other since they were kids, so he knows Otto and how he thinks. He's in Otto's head. Will he prove right with this call?
Nah.
Just leading that chocolate brown bunny, electric bunny again, and getting the Hypno. So we've seen this play out already. The Raichu building up a bit, firing one wild charge, and then I think dipping out. Is that what he did last time?
Last time he tried to no shield, which didn't work very well. So
that's right. Yeah, it was KO'd by the Shadow Ball.
Looking at the backlines, J-Slice is in a good spot here. He's got the Honchkrow for the Hypno, and he's got the Lantern for the Talonflame, and Otto's just given up switch. And he's eating a Shadow Ball.
Interesting. Okay, and but not switching out quite yet. Building up to another Shadow Ball, and this is great. It's really providing the pressure on Otto, who finally uses a shield in the first half of a battle, which we haven't seen yet. Now, I believe Jay was trying to catch a move, but Otto was building up a little bit extra before firing.
Could be that catching a Shadow Ball would have been amazing.
Such BM. But now we get the Ice Punch and
double Ice Punch.
Wow, back-to-back Ice Punches. I mean, not gonna help. It's still gonna. I think the Honchkrow should be able to farm down from here.
Yeah, maybe.
A lot of damage. We'll see if it can get the farm down. Yeah, it can. So now it's got a lot of energy. And it's going to throw one of those moves against the Raichu, which does use the shield. Now, it's probably going to have to dip out. Otherwise, those Volt Switches will just overcome it before it can get the second move off. No! Oh, okay. Just lets the Honchkrow go down. So Raichu gets off a free Volt Switch. And now out comes Hypno again. Both Pokemon are out of shields. The Hypno fires first.
He overtapped
it.
On the Talonflame that he just messed up. But it's a Thunder Punch. Okay.
And it leaves the Raichu alive. So this is still going. And now it is Talonflame versus Lantern. And J-Slice has fallen ass backwards into a perfect matchup.
What is he doing? Why wouldn't you throw the Brave Bird?
Against the Lantern?
Yeah. Well, like, they're both resisted through the harder hitting move.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you can... Like, Talonflame was able to beat Lantern if it threw a boosted Brave Bird at it, I think. But yeah, with 0 shields in hand, that's just not going to happen.
No, so he's still got the Raichu. He's got lots of energy on the Raichu. He might just be able to double Wild Charge and get through here. Oh, he's gone for the Grass Knot. No, what are you doing?
Well, Grass Knot's super effective. Wild Charge is
yeah, but look at his health. He needed the energy for the Hypno. He's going to just die to a confusion. Oh, he had both!
He had the 2! That's right!
Oh my god!
Nothing to worry about. Otto knows what he's doing. Otto knows his Raichu.
Yeah. Wow, look at that. 1 HP and a dream.
Building beautiful energy management there. Building up to the 2 moves, taking out one Pokemon, and then straight after taking out the other. It was wonderfully done.
Yeah, brilliant. That Raichu with energy is just absurd.
Yeah,
right spot.
Totally. Do you think he's won the set now? Do you think he just leads the Raichu again? Or do you think he just switches it up just for funsies?
Well, I mean, looks like he's basic, right? He's just got one strategy.
Yeah, pretty much. He's just like, this works. Why change it up? Let's see what he does. So
yeah, I want to see some.
And look at that. Okay.
Yeah.
So J-Slice has led with the Pokemon that we wanted him to lead with, so let's see how this goes.
Well, that's still a lot.
It's a lot.
That's like 4 charms, is it? Yeah.
So the Granbull can just shield and farm down here. The Raichu knows that, so it's getting out of there with the Hypno. Now the Hypno's got a shield, a crunch, so this is looking pretty bad for Otto. This is a good lead from J-Slice's side.
Yeah. Is this the first time we've seen... Oh, no, we did see the Granbull earlier, but it just ran into a Talonflame, right?
Yeah, it was not used correctly. Having it in the lead, like we said, was the best move for it, because, that Raichu was just running amok in the lead situation.
This is what happens when you have the same lead 4 games in a row. You finally get caught.
Yeah, right. Most people try and switch it up, keep their opponent off guard. Not Otto. He's like, no, I'm fine with this strategy. It's working for me. I'm not changing. You have to change.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. The Ice Punch? Maybe KO?
Yeah, KO.
Yeah.
Ooh, we get the shield.
Yeah.
So now out comes the Talonflame. Doesn't have to worry about the Weather Ball. We can get a couple of Incinerates worth of farm.
Alright, so what's in the back that's he's got for this Talonflame? A Hitmontop. Without Stone Edge.
Yeah, the resisted Gyro Ball.
Oof. Yeah, everything is resisted, right? The close combat, the counter, and the Gyro Ball.
Yeah, but at this range, I think a close combat will KO. And going for the Flame Charge rather than the Brave Bird.
Yeah.
Oh, double Flame Charging, righto. That's how Auto roll.
Yeah. Well, he did it last game, right? With the Grass Knot Wild Charge.
Now, Otto does have the shield,
Ooh.
so
Okay, he's got the shield.
Yeah, it just manages to incinerate the Granbull down. Look at that. That's 4 now for Otto.
Wow. I mean, looking at the teams though, J-Slice's team is like early prismatic. What's the is it prismatic? No.
Yeah, prismatic.
Yeah, prismatic. He's got like an early prismatic team, right? But this is sort of like more of a final form team that Otto's brought here. This is something that you would have seen in actual cups, I think.
I like that observation. So Otto's managed to put together a team that counters what people were looking at in the beginning of the month, and does a very good job at it. Raichu, just the core breaker, the Bay. Amazing work.
Yeah, and I know for a fact that this Raichu has bad PvP as well, but it's just a shame. Just had it, and he tried it, and done well.
Alright, let's check out battle number 5. Let's see if Otto can go for the clean sweep. Now, this is not something we'll be observing this time, but the idea is, as an extra little spicy rule to add into this format, is if someone does win all 5 battles in a set, then they earn what is called a replay, which is where they can rematch a loss in a future matchup. Now, it has to be used in either their first or second loss, so they can't just wait until they lose the whole set and then go, oh, let me replay that last one. It has to be a little more strategic than that. You have to use it on the first or second, but you can earn one of those replays by winning all 5 battles in a particular set. So, like I said, we won't be doing that in this time. We'll just see, just for fun, whether Otto will take the win or not. Let's look at battle number 5. And, oh no, switches it up for the last one. Raichu! Where did you go, Raichu?
Has he used any different mons? I don't think he's used Snorlax and Polymorph for it, when I see.
No, I think, it's been just that same team over and over again, except with Raichu in the lead. It is in the back now, with the Hypno lead instead. And interesting because it took him getting caught out with the previous lead to finally switch it up this time. And I'm interested that J-Slice... I'm guessing J-Slice expected him to finally not lead the Raichu, so that's why he changed back to Hypno, but obviously the Hypno versus Hypno lead wasn't that much better.
Yeah, he's let it go. Wow. So, the no shields and just getting one Confusion through is one in that matchup. Wow, just look at that Volt Switch damage.
And this is gonna be big. This is the Raichu has now come in. It doesn't have to worry about the Hypno anymore. So now, and it got an extra Volt Switch of Energy lead as well against the Honchkrow. So it's looking pretty good. Doesn't even shield the Thunderbolt from Lantern.
He knows the counts. He didn't build up to it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, so that's over 100 energy now, I think. But he can throw back to back Grass Knots if he wants to. He can keep farming. He's got more time.
No,
wait, is that a water gun?
No, that was Spark. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. You got me doubting.
Volt Switch is too big.
You'd see it if it was water gun. So we get the second shield now the first shield now from Otto. And manages to get to another Grass Knot. Is getting greedy. And wow, Otto just showing his opponent up. Building up an extra Volt Switch. And then sacking the Hypno. Have you no shame, sir? Going for the wild card now.
He's still farming.
Skill farming. That is insane.
Pushing the limits of what that Raichu can do.
Yeah, man, showing us what electric bunnies are made of. And
wow.
with no shields left on Honchkrow's side. Oh man.
And he's got a shield left.
Woo! Otto, Saha. What else can be said?
I think it was a good month for him, from memory. I hated Prismatic. I did really poorly, but I think he did pretty well. The Alolan Raichu was a great pick.
Yeah, absolutely. Otto, let us know. Did you use Alolan Raichu in your regular Prismatic Cup battles, and how did you do with it?
See, I can tell you, I was looking before at the Arena Australis leaderboards because it's got a breakdown of each cup. Mm-hmm. So Otto came 5th in the Mighty Ducklets, and yeah, he got 6 points. So he won the Mighty Ducklets that month.
No one expected Aichu, and it was his final team. Yeah, but yeah, same here, Otto. It was my best cup as well. I was saying earlier in the stream. So okay, I think I found a very simple way of fixing the battle issue. So let's try switching over the scene, and we're safe. We're good. So our final opponent here. What's that?
5th time lucky.
Yeah, right. The final opponent is Hawk Aussie, who is another Tasmanian. So Otto is going from one Tasmanian to another, and looks like Hawk Aussie has picked up on the Alolan Raichu hype.
Yeah, so they've got 4 of the same ones. No, 5? 4. No, 4 ones.
4, yeah. So Hawk Aussie is running the Lantern, where Otto was running the Empoleon, and Hawk has got the Flygon, where Otto's got the Snorlax.
Yeah, so the Flygon seems like a pretty important mon. Like Otto's just saying in the chat, there was no answer for the Raichu, but Flygon is a great answer for Raichu.
Yeah, and also Ferrothorn as well.
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
Because it resists everything that Alolan Raichu could possibly have. And does neutral back with the Power Whips. So yeah, Hawk Aussie's a lot more prepared for that one. Otto... I mean, no need to bring Empoleon again for this one, because we've got like double electric, we've got a grass, and we've got the Flygon, which is neutral. Like you said earlier, Flygons this month were running Stone Edge rather than Earth Power, so it doesn't have to worry so much about that one.
So he probably beats the Flygon in Empoleon.
Yeah. Because the Dragon Claws and the Stone Edges are both resisted, and it's doing neutral back with its Waterfall and its Hydro Cannon. So having said all that, Empoleon probably not the pick to use. Hawk Aussie doesn't have a counter user, so it makes Snorlax a pretty safe option as a switch.
I was just looking at Snorlax. So Snorlax, obviously with the lick damage, beats Hypno. close, but it does win that. And it has, super effective damage versus the Raichu as well. Can tank a wild charge. And it's got super power for the Ferrothorn. So, we've got pretty good neutral matchups, I would say.
Yeah, Snorlax looking good as the switch. Let's check it out. This is Otto versus Hawk Aussie, battle number 1, and look at that, leading the Chocolate Electric Bunny and getting a good switch, getting a good lead again. So can build up a little bit extra against this Lantern. Knows those counts.
Building up to the Hydro Pump versus him.
Yeah, you've got to, because he knows those. He knows, even if he can't follow the sparks perfectly, he knows that it. He can count his own volt switches and knows that it takes a certain amount of volt switches to get to the Thunderbolt versus the Hydro Pump. So no need to shield, can let that go, and now has just all the energy in the world to throw at this Hypno. Might go the double wild charge again, does, and manages to deny a confusion as well. So very good start here. Now we will see him dip out into another Pokemon.
Definitely. I'm going to give a farm down on the Hypno. What's he going for? He's gone for his own Hypno. Okay. I think this is good. So he's got Thunder Punch. So wait, hang on. Yeah, you got them around the wrong way. I think Hawk Aussie's running Thunder Punch on his. Is
that right?
Yeah. So Otto's on the right, and
wrong battle.
So,
oh boy.
No, this is the right battle? Oh, is this the same set from the first video?
It looks like it.
Yeah, it's got Hitmontop as well.
Okay, let me quickly try and see if I can fix that up. In the meantime, stall for time.
Yeah. Okay. So I'd be interested to see actually how much damage the Flygon, which is like the best HU answer, how much damage the Grass Knot does, because I feel like that would still do like maybe 60%, maybe more. Flygon's pretty squishy, and that will be hitting for neutral with the Dragon ground typing and the Grass move. We know that Grass is the most powerful of types, so that makes sense.
Please tell me more.
And I guess the one interesting thing, they're both running Ferrothorn. Which second move they've got on the Ferrothorn? Because I think in this cup, Whimsicott was big early, so having Mirror Shot, I think guaranteed the Whimsicott in the 2 shields. Without Mirror Shot, you couldn't win the Ferrothorn would lose to Whimsicott, even though it's resisting. I think it would win the 1 shields with what's it called? Steel. What's the Flash Cannon? I can't remember the name of that.
Yeah, the Flash Cannon.
2 shields.
So because I was concentrating on trying to fix my mess ups. What were you saying about Flash Cannon?
I was just talking about grass Pokemon. So I was talking about Whimsicott versus Ferrothorn and shielding scenarios. That was
sure. Important.
But also the other thing with Ferrothorn is it's got Thunder, which you want for the Talonflames, because the Talonflames are everywhere. So that's probably the move that they've both gone for.
Even with Thunder, though, I think how many Incinerators does it take to take out a Ferrothorn? I don't even think it gets to Thunder. I think it might get to 1 Thunder.
No, I reckon it gets to Thunder. Yeah. Because it's probably like 4 or 5 Incinerates, but you have to think that that's like 25 turns if it's 5 Incinerates.
Yeah, which is a lot with these steadily increasingly fast charge moves that we see. Yeah, 25 turns is a heck of a lot. All right, let's see if I fixed it up. All right, so
game 1.
Hey, look at this grass action.
Okay.
Game 1. Powerful.
I think I've picked the wrong file again. Let me just try one more time.
All right.
You're doing great though.
I think the reason Talonflame was such a problem was even if you had a good answer for it, like like Alolan Raichu, if it's a head-on energy, it's too late. Like the flame charges just gets out of control so quickly. So that was why it was such a pivotal mod for this month. None of the other red mons could compare, I don't think.
I'm almost done. Tell us more about how your whatever cup this is at the moment is going.
Well, the current one, you're talking about Luna?
Yeah.
So Luna's been an interesting month. I think, is a really interesting typings. I realized yesterday that I didn't end up taking the bug type, which is super interesting because bug looked like dark looks really good and bug beats dark, so bug also looks really good, and I ended up not taking any bugs. And I ended up going for double ghost. I've got a Frostlass Golett combo going. So
okay.
Which is interesting because ghost is not a good typing this month, but access to ground and ice damage. Frostlass is always good.
Yeah.
Right?
Anything that Frostlass is permitted in, it will have a good showing.
Yeah, and I guess it's the same thing as Talonflame, right? If he's too slow on the switch versus Frostlass, it flips for most matchups.
Alright, let's see if I fix this. Let's go. Battle number 1. Alright. We good. We OG. Ferrothorn on Ferrothorn action.
Alright, now who's got what? So, it looks like Thunder for Hawk and Flash Cannon for Otto. So, I'm presuming that Flash Cannon's the better... Yeah, definitely the better move, right? In the mirror?
In the mirror? That is a really good question. Yeah, so the Power Whip is double resisted, where the Flash Cannon is only single resisted. So, it overcomes any high DPE that I think the Power Whip has.
Yeah. Well, you can see there that Thunder just does straight up less than the Flash Cannon. So that's non-stab Thunder versus Flash Cannon.
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment, the Flash Cannon Ferrothorn has the upper hand here, and Hawk Aussie knows it. So now bringing out the Flygon, which, look, it's not going to like a Power Whip.
Neutral?
What's that?
No. Yeah, it's neutral.
Yeah. So now it can... I was going to say it's going to farm a little more before firing, but no, it accidentally lets another Power Whip through and now has to use that shield. So that's a bit of a slip up there from Hawk Aussie. Now, I don't even think a Dragon Claw would have KO'd from there, so probably was going to happen either way.
It looks like a delayed CMP as well, which is the worst option. Right. But that shiny Flygon, oof. Alright, Hypno to farm down, and he's running Earth Power, so that's very important information in this, for the Raichu, because Stone Edge, well, both would hurt Raichu a lot. So Hypno farms it down, and we've got the Ferrothorn coming back into the Hypno. Ice Punch is neutral, so Shadow Ball. So
yeah, Shadow Ball's the way to go, but unfortunately trying to get that second shield out of him, I guess, with the Ice Punch, that has opened the door to get to the Power Whip, which, do you think that KOs from here?
Probably. Yeah, be close.
It would be close, yeah. We get the shield, so we will never know. We got Raichu in the back, so the Raichu is going to try and farm up as much energy as possible before that last Pokemon comes in. I don't think Hawk has seen that Snorlax yet. Snorlax does like Alolan Raichu, but with an extra energy... Whoa, look at that! It's running Grass Knot Psychic! A non-electric Raichu. Well, never mind. It just gets Shadow Balled out of there, and Otto is just fine with this. Might even avoid throwing the Snorlax at all.
Yeah. No, hang on.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to just Power Whip down and won't have to show the Snorlax. Oh no, okay. Because he gets the Power Whip first.
Yeah. No, I think they're on the wrong side.
Oh no, you're kidding me. Oh,
yeah, so that's...
Have I got the wrong battle again? Oh.
No, this is the right battle. I think
no, because none of them are running Snorlax on these teams.
No. you've got the right. So it's the right. It's the right battle, but it's just that the auto's on the right, not the left. So Hawk Aussie won that, I think.
Okay. But you did see a Snorlax in that battle, right? Oh, what a wonderful final set, eh? Otto says it's all good. I am going to.
Who won that game?
Otto did. Well,
he is right. Okay. So I was just making things up.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to put a Pokeball there. Let's see how the second battle looks. The last one was at night. So this has got to be the right one. And it's the Chocolate Raichu again.
Otto's on the right hand side. Because he's got the shadow.
Okay, sure.
Anyway. So we've got the classic Raichu versus Hypno matchup. So I think the correct way to play this is to let the first Wild Charge through and CMP. Yeah, so there you go. Or just CMP. So now Otto has to shield. He's not going to. Boom, get out of here.
No, this is J Slice again. He's running Honchkrow and Gramble.
Yeah.
Oh, I have absolutely murdered this.
Well, we haven't lost everybody off the stream yet.
Yeah, not quite yet. Okay, so
there's still time, guys.
Here's the plan. I'm going to quickly try and fix this battle up. I'm going to ask you to solo this one, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
And while you solo them, I'll work on the remaining battles just to make sure that they're all what we want them to be.
So Harold's everybody enjoying the Lunar Cup? I hear it's not a good thing to Google without adding Pokemon to it. I've seen some strange images.
Oh, like what? Go on.
I don't know if I should say. But I like the cup. I think it's fun. I think they've done some good bands. I think Alola Marowak would have been heaps of fun, but probably too strong. Same with Scrafty and Whimsicott.
Yeah.
But it's like a really interesting meta where, there's 5 types, but the most broken type seems to be rock, which isn't even one of the types.
Yeah, it's amazing. So what are your main sources of rock? You've got Crustle, you've got Alolan Graveler, and you've got, I guess, the Rock Blast from Heracross.
Yeah, that's right. And you know what? They're like 3 of the probably 5 top picks in the cups.
Yeah.
It's a cool meta for sure. Yeah, I'm really sad about Heracross. I don't have one, sadly, and it just seems to be the bee's knees, to be honest.
I'm a real big fan of it. Josh in a Box is running Magnezone, which I've seen a few people run, and it's not bad because it does quite well against the Alolan Gravelers, which everybody's running.
No, so Alolan Graveler beats Magnezone.
Not in all
Josh
situation, surely.
I think so.
Wow.
The Mirror Shot just doesn't do enough.
Yeah, okay.
So even though it's super effective, it does very little damage. I guess in the 2 shield, it probably wins. It probably wins in the 2 shield.
Yeah, sure.
But
sure.
Josh ran into a Magnezone in his first Colossal game, is what he's saying. So he'd spent so much time teching against Graveler that he had no answers to Magnezone.
Gotcha.
So like his jump off beats Graveler, but does not beat Magnezone.
That's one of the big pluses of the Golurk that I'm running. Just absolutely creams a Magnezone as well as an Alolan Graveler. So
yeah, and the counter users are obviously both good versus Magnezone and Graveler, but there are some different typings with the Rock and Steel, definitely.
Yeah, totally. All right, so I believe I've fixed up that second battle. Like I said, I'm gonna get you to solo this one while I fix up the rest of them. Good luck, buddy.
No worries.
I believe in you. You've got this.
Yeah, I'm just me. All right. So we've got a Hypno Mirror. Okay. So doesn't really matter what punch in the mirror match. So we're seeing both of them farm up. Looks like they're going to be going. Are they going to bait? Is the question. And who wins CMP? So it looks like Otto is baiting at the moment. No, sorry. Hawk Ozzy is baiting at the moment. Has thrown an Ice Punch, and Otto didn't shield it and is throwing the Shadow Ball. So this is best case scenario, I think. Yeah, and he's landed the Shadow Ball. So that's almost certainly secured the matchup. They're getting the farm now. They're throwing another Ice Punch. Is that right? Is this Otto? Otto's throwing the Ice Punch. So Otto actually won CMP there, which is good knowledge against the opposing Hypno Shadow Ball. So we've got the Lantern switch in now, and he's switched into his Alolan Raichu. And what's in the back? It is Talonflame. Okay, so that's a terrible switch in. I said earlier that Talonflame can really just take advantage and beat its counters with a lead, but not on the switch into an Alolan Raichu. I'm pretty sure Otto can just farm this Talonflame down, shield, and then... Oh, he is throwing the Wild Charge though. Okay. So, going even on shields, I don't know if that was a risky move, because if you get another Flame Charge off and you're already debuffed, let's hope he's got another answer for Lantern in the back. Oh no, he's going for double Wild Charge, and he got both shields, and then Incinerate got through. So, we've got Ferrothorn versus Lantern in the back. So, this is still pretty dicey. If this Talonflame gets through this Hypno, you know, that Ferrothorn will take a lot of damage very quickly from the Lantern. Sorry. That could flip the matchup for the Lantern versus Ferrothorn. And he is going to get through, but his HP is very low. Wow! One boosted Incinerate. He switched quickly into the Lantern to try and not get too far behind on energy. And he's gone straight for the Thunderbolt. Hydro Pump is so much better damage for energy. I don't know if this was a good idea, but I guess he had to get some damage through before the Grass Knot comes through. Otto's throwing Grass Knot pretty much straight away. He hasn't banked too much extra energy, and that's going to take out the Lantern. And then he had saved up a bit of extra energy, so he's throwing the second Grass Knot versus the Talonflame. And yeah, it's like 4 Incinerates maybe to kill that Ferrothorn. It's
yeah, so 20 turns then, which is enough to get to a Thunder.
You can still get to a Thunder, definitely.
Which is
right, because it's
15 turns.
5, 6, yeah.
Alright,
yeah.
So who won that one?
Otto.
Alright. So that's 2 for Otto, and I believe I fixed it. Now, one caveat to that is that Hawk Ozzy doesn't have his side for battle number 3. So this next one will be just the same battle duplicated. Let's get into that one.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And we've got the
Ooh.
Chocolate Brown Alolan Raichu against the worst thing you could possibly see, which is the Flygon. So this Flygon is going to start building, has to worry about the Grass Knot. That Grass Knot is going to do a fair amount.
Is he going to shield it?
Yeah.
Is he going to shield it?
Yeah. And that's interesting about seeing just one side. It does lose a whole bunch of HP. I believe this is just going to be Dragon Claw here, going to try and get that shield unnecessarily, and does. So now can fire a second one, but the Raichu dips out before it can throw. Hawk Ozzy's onto that though, and now we get the Hypno versus the Ferrothorn matchup.
Yeah, I think Ferrothorn has a pretty good matchup here. It resists the confusions, obviously, and it takes only neutral damage from the charge moves whilst doing neutral back. The power does, 30% or so? And we're going to see a Shadow Ball come through now, and I reckon that only does about 40-45%, something like that. Yeah, not even.
Into the yellow. So one more charge move apiece will do it. We have one shield left on Otto's side, and Hawk does have 2 shields left. So do you think Hawk does have the upper hand at the moment?
Yeah, absolutely. And he's still got a lot of energy on that Flygon. And there's an over tap from Otto too. Oh, but he lived.
Wow, so gets off that Ice Punch. And is that going to take out the rest of that Ferrothorn? Wow, gets the shield out of it. So that Bullet Seed that managed to get through does finish off that Hypno. And now the Ferrothorn, look, the Ferrothorn on Otto's side can just farm up a whole bunch before taking out this Ferrothorn. So it can probably get up to like 2 power whips unless the switch out happens on Hawkozzie's side to try and hurry it up a bit.
But Hawkozzie doesn't really want to switch here because he's got the Flygon versus Raichu in the back. So just giving this Ferrothorn some energy is fine as long as he can maintain alignment.
And so now Otto finishes off this Ferrothorn. Have we seen what Hawk's third Pokemon will be?
No, but I'm guessing it's Talonflame to put the big oofs.
Ooh, it is Hypno. Okay, so we get a Flash Cannon. So the Ferrothorn is going to want to try and take out as much of the Hypno's HP as possible on its own, because then if it gets the Hypno low enough, then the Raichu can kind of finish the job from there.
Yeah, and they've still both got a shield, so I think you're going for the catch. Oh, and he got a
catch.
And he got the Volt Switch through, so interesting. I wonder who wins CMP, Ferrothorn. I mean, not Ferrothorn. Raichu
going for the triple resisted Wild Charge here.
Wow.
Interesting play. Okay, so...
And he got the shield. I mean, it probably would have KO'd, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe. But now, okay, so this Ferrothorn's got to try and... I guess got to try and Bullet Seed.
He's got 2 moves, surely. 2 moves on that Flygon, definitely. So there's 3 moves, to be honest.
Yeah, okay.
I reckon this will be an Earth Power.
Yeah, no, good call.
Yeah.
Okay,
so Hawkeye takes one back there.
Yeah, it is now 2-1. Alright, let's get into battle number 4.
And we can confirm now that Flygon is the better shiny than Alolan Raichu.
Which saddens my heart. It really hurts me to hear that. So now battle number 4, we get Talonflame versus Hypno. Hypno would love Thunder Punch here, but unfortunately does not have it. Has the neutral Ice Punch. It can win the one shield if it baits, if I remember rightly.
It's a really awkward shielding scenarios.
Yeah.
I think it wins with Thunder Punch, but not Ice Punch.
Okay.
I think it just goes straight Thunder Punch, but shielding the first move is never a good choice. Oh, well, I mean, that's not true. Brave Bird.
Yeah, a Brave Bird will absolutely make you regret no shielding. We get the shield on the first Ice Punch, and Hypno gets to the second Ice Punch before the Talonflame can get to that Brave Bird. You can see Hawk madly tapping for that Brave Bird, going for it, and wants to get it out, so shielding again. Oh, what a catch on the Snorlax! And we get that Snorlax now, coming out. And
he's a chunky boy, but this is a boosted Brave Bird. Wow.
Wow. And you know what? This Flygon, I was going to say it could probably like wear a body slam and then just farm down with mud shots from there. But no, Hawkozzie decided to undercharge that, which doesn't do anything. It still KOs that Snorlax. And now we get the Ferrothorn.
Yeah, he's going straight for the Earth Power. Oh no, he over-tapped. But this won't KO. This will leave it with like 10 to 20% left, I reckon.
Yep, good call. Yeah. It's in the red. Going for the bait, which is a bit risky because it's in kind of an area where it might even be able to be bullet seeded down. Let's see if it does get to the Earth Power. It should be able to. Surely. No, it does get there. Well played there by Hawkozzie.
It's so hard to keep track of Flygon's energy as well.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Okay, good. Well, I don't know how much Earth Power would have done. It's neutral. Probably a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, would have taken it into the red.
And you know there's a Talonflame. Oh, he didn't bring it in.
Probably because he knew how much energy the Ferrothorn had. So yeah, probably just hoping to catch a move on the Hypno. Now switching it out again, catching a Power Whip with double resistance.
We know that he knows that he doesn't have Thunder though, as well.
Yeah. So probably an unnecessary risk to take. And now the Hypno should be able to get the farm down. It does. Hypno now with a lot of extra energy. That's a big play.
It's still behind on energy.
It's going to be CMP. It's going to be CMP.
And Ono wins CMP. We've already seen that. There you go. Boom.
This is Hawkeyes' side though.
Is it?
No. Oh, now I've lost track. No, the Snorlax was on the left.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So Ferrothorn now has to finish the job. Okay. So Hawkeyes going for the Ice Punch. Not even getting that out. The Power Whip should come through and finish the job. I think Otto's got this. Otto's gonna win.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Otto finishes the job. We got there.
I wonder if they've got the same attack and so it's just random on the CMP, because I'm fairly certain that we saw Otto win CMP earlier on the Hypno.
That could very well be it. But that is game. We finally got there. It was bumpy. It was traumatic. It was all over the place, but we finally got to the end. That was our exhibition of the ring. We'll be back at the end of this month with far, far less confusion and mistakes, and with a few new battlers. We're only going to be featuring 3 sets because this one 5 kind of does run a bit long and it's hard to organize within a month. Thank you so much to Bro Glitterate for joining me, man. It was really, really fun having you on. Whoops.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Hopefully I didn't butcher the shoutcasting too much, so it's still a bit new to me.
Oh no, you did amazing. Yeah, like I couldn't have asked for a better co-host, mate.
I don't know if that's true, but thank you.
Well, I can ask, sure, but it's a lot better than saying couldn't have gotten a better co-host.
Yeah.
No, really, really, really fun working with you, mate, and I hope to do so again soon. If one of the mods could please pop the Discord link in the chat again, that is the Discord link to the server where we run the ring, and all you have to do is go to the Grab a Roll channel and click on the little react, and that'll give you the roll. And we will find 3 new competitors to join us next week.
Is Otto gonna continue on then as the reigning champion, or what's
we'll talk?
Okay, and we're looking at doing Luna, or it's gonna be the next banner now?
It will be Luna Cup.
Ah, cool.
So yeah, for those who have already worked out their Luna Cup team, they don't need to, figure out a new meta or anything. They can just use the team that they've been running for their regular cups.
Yeah, nice.
Let's raid. Let's raid Find Panic. I don't know if you've seen Find Panic's streams before.
No, he's someone we can't find on the Colossal all the time, so Peng's the only person who knows how to tag him, I think.
Okay. Well, I'm sending you there now. He's a very accomplished battler. He finished elite last season. He was like top 200 in the world, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how he's doing on GBL. I think he always makes legend. I'm not sure if he's gotten there yet now, but yeah, he's very good. Knows his shit.
Cool. I think we're all looking forward to the Great League back any day now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it'll be-
I mean, I'm not minding Little Cup.
Yeah, it's been okay. I find it hard to get consistency. Like, it's such a wide meta.
Yeah. I'm always really annoyed when, like, I get 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, and then a 1-4, and then I'm lost for the day. Like, I'm negative for the day.
Yeah. I keep getting, like, 4 1s and then 0 5s. That's what happens to me.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Like, what is going on?
All right, we'll send you over to Fine Panic now. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for another stream. It's Meme Team Monday. We'll see you then.